2K26 gameplay for the first time this year. It actually dropped yesterday, but Mike Wang is still going crazy right now on Twitter, answering a bunch of questions. Sub up if you guys are watching this after. Say what's good if you guys are in the chat. We're going to be looking at everything. Let's see. We got Tommy Cap. What's good, Pustado? What's good? What's good? Blick Country. What's good? Let's go. I was not live yesterday. I was not home. I was supposed to be taking a flight, but it got canceled. So I actually missed like pretty much all the news. So I purposefully have been like not looking too deep into like all the gameplay and all the news. So a lot of this is going to be my first time seeing it. But I've seen a lot of the basic stuff. Yo, Cheese with the 2. What's good, Cheese? Appreciate it, bro. Beast, what's good? JX. Av, what's good? Joey, what's good? Mikey. I see y'all. All right. I want to just get right into it. Switch to this. Yo, wait. Does the face cam look good in the top right? Wait, let me try to get my TikTok chat. I don't know if... Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, there we go. What's good? What's good? Senju, KD, what's good? All right, so I want to start by watching the 2K stream because I was not able to watch it. Came from Twitter? Really? Wait, people be coming from Twitter? So yeah, if you guys missed the news yesterday, you know, I'm about to go over all of it. I'm about to see some of it for the first time. Joey with the 2, appreciate it, bro. What's good, Joey? What's good? Appreciate you. Chief White Cloud with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it, Chief. W Chief. And then, yeah, I mean, Mike Wang's still active right now, answering questions. So I've seen some of the stuff, but again, purposefully, kind of like when Flight does his videos, how he like doesn't watch the NBA games till after so that he can record it. I was kind of doing that, like kind of ignoring the stuff. So let me pull it up. All right. I'm probably going to skip, like,
welcome back.
If you want to watch this, you could go to the 2K Twitch. I'm probably going to skip through a little bit and be pausing it and stuff. What's good, Carrie?
Back to our road to NBA 2K26 streams.
And
I hope everybody is
it's not just going to be me giving my thoughts. I want you guys to give your thoughts on everything as well in the chat. If you have any questions or just want to talk about anything, something you don't like, something you like, let me know.
Great week so far, and hopefully we
Evan is so cute, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Wait, is the volume good?
Since Monday, I have been seeing posts asking what day gameplay would
Should
be
I make it
coming.
louder
Remember,
or
we said
quieter?
July 28th. That was the week of July 28th. And the same thing applies for all the other dates we put out. But today is the day for gameplay. We made you all wait a couple days, but we are here to talk about gameplay today.
I'm gonna skip.
Before we get on PlayStation, half of the points, 2 hours.
Guys, my player builder is next week.
Including today's gameplay 1.
The my player builder is next week. Now I see someone saying that I didn't stream yesterday. Again, make it a little louder. Perfect volume. Or just a little louder. Again, I was not home yesterday. I was supposed to have a flight, but it got canceled. I would have streamed it, but I couldn't. But now, you know, I got to get the stream in. I got to look at the stuff too. Right, I haven't seen all of it.
Get into gameplay
and Mike Wang's been tweeting, so we're going to look at that in a second after this.
Well, let's get PS5.
So
Wait, yeah, is this stuff like copyrighted? I feel like this is copyrighted. We don't really need to hear the music. Is there anything in this? So I was saying in my stream, my last stream, I don't know, a few days ago, that they use a bunch of words like this, bro. They use a bunch of words like all new motion engine or reworked blank. Like, I swear they say the same stuff every year. I'm trying to see the new stuff though. Like, all new motion engine doesn't really mean anything to me until like I actually play it and I'm like, oh shit, this is actually different. Because I feel like a lot of the time it's very similar. Enhanced catch and shoot. So I saw some stuff about that with like the dip shots. Look at those graphics. You like them? Revamped rhythm shooting. What's good, Henny? The sweat looks crazy on the players. I feel like usually they make the sweat look even crazier. Like I remember when they dropped the first thing, I was expecting them to be like dripping, but they're like, I don't know. There's pretty much nothing in this, is there? Improved rhythm shooting. Like, I just don't know if I believe it. Like, I gotta see it first. That shit was mad glitchy this year. Improved rhythm shooting. Like, I feel like that's very vague. First trailer is just cinematic. Yeah, where's the second trailer? Isn't there two? Isn't there another one? Oh yeah, and if you guys want to enter a 2K26 giveaway, there's one on my Twitter right now. Exclamation mark Twitter should work in the chat. Streamlabs will send the link. Or if you just look up my Twitter, YT_solo, you should see it. Holy shit.
Hey man, you know what? Well, the first thing I want to say about that trailer that I noticed off the rip is the different camera angles and stuff we got. Like, I don't know if, hopefully I'll be able to make some content too with that, with those type of camera angles. A little turnaround shot that he does.
Very, very. I just did that a couple months ago.
Wait, do they really like talk about shit in here, or is it very vague?
The courtside report video together for you, and they're going to go through some of the gameplay features.
What's up, y'all? Tyrese Halliburton here with NBA 2K gameplay director Mike Wang to break down this year's new gameplay features in 2K26. Today, we'll discuss the new Proplay motion engine and
Who has more aura, Mike Wang or Tyrese Halliburton? Like, if you saw them both in person.
enhanced rhythm shooting and other advanced controls. Now let's get to it.
This year, Proplay technology is evolving, bringing more authenticity than ever before through advancements in rhythm shooting, new customization options on
Tyrese,
offense, an all-new dynamic
Mike
motion
Wang.
engine, and much
Dude,
more.
that is not his name.
In 2K20,
All right, like, I don't know what they could say right here. Wait, hold on, let me fix the viewer count. But I don't, you see that in the top of it? The Twitch logo is like off the screen. But I don't know what they could say right here that would like make me believe that this motion engine or whatever is about to be like crazy. I feel like I just gotta play it and see it for
Proplay
myself.
powers the all-new dynamic motion engine, using machine learning technology to make your actions feel
Machine
more
learning.
lifelike and realistic. Dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts the exact positioning of players' legs and feet on the fly to remove the skating seen in past games and ensure
You've
that
never
players
been a
launch,
fan of
plant,
Wang.
and cut realistically. This is the biggest change to player movements.
Wait, do you guys like Mike Wang? Yes or no? Because this is what I'll say. Like, you know, obviously we've seen 2K employees get fired or move on or whatever. I think if Mike Wang, like, moved on, like, 2K actually might be, like, fucked. It's one or the other. It's actually gonna, it's either gonna be really good, which probably not, or it's gonna be really bad. Like, I feel like he is huge.
NBA 2K21
For them.
offering a fresh and authentic feeling every time you step on the court.
And that's the same year I made it to the league. It's wild to see how gameplay's evolved.
Yo,
the
this
last
reading
couple
off a
years.
script is crazy. Wait, so that's the new, like, shot meter right
And that's
here?
the same year I made it to the league. It's wild to see how gameplay's evolved the last couple of years.
Enhanced rhythm shooting. We need lower VC prices.
Players who take advantage of the
Facts.
rhythm shooting mechanic will notice more responsive
You did.
and authentic jump shots. That's
Buckets. Enhanced rhythm shooting, true shooting motion. Like, did we not have that last year? Like, did we have, like, not the true shooting motion?
simulate a
Or
true
something?
shooting motion. We really wanted to emphasize
Skill-based
creating a
gameplay.
skill-based environment in 2K26 that blends authenticity with competition for a more rewarding experience. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay features, from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds.
As a shooter, that sounds awesome. But what about potential changes to moves in the post?
Signature go-to post
Big
shot.
men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to post shots by holding up on the shot stick while in the post. Players can lean in.
I just feel like if there's something new with post scoring, like post scoring is always so OP. Like, I feel like that's gonna be broken. Like, if I don't know. I just think if you're messing around with post scoring, like, it's gonna be broken. at first.
To a host
And
of
really
new
OP.
moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to master it can take advantage in the paint. In previous versions of NBA 2K, layups were
What does
limited
this mean? I saw a custom layup package, but I still don't know what it means. I saw it on
by a
Twitter, but I
single
didn't like
signature layup package.
look
But this
into
year,
it.
players can draw inspiration from around the league to mix and match standard layups,
Okay.
floaters,
So you could
quick
pick.
scoops, Euro steps.
You could pick like I want Trey Young floater out, or I want D-Book floater. I want Trey Young layup,
up steps
or no?
and spins and determine exactly how they want to finish around the rim.
Is that what it means? New defensive
2K26
upgrades.
uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Interior defense has also been redesigned so that it's easier to put a body on shooters when they're finishing around the rim and make body-to-body contact in the air. And bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint.
Yo, how long does this
Last
video
but
go
not
on
least,
for?
We've added some
That's the
new
last
offensive
thing.
controls to give players a more intuitive.
Yo, this dribbling looks insane, bro. I know it was probably like one of the random 2K devs on the sticks, but like
Increased
that dribbling right there
physicality
looked
when roaming in the
insanely
paint.
bad. Hold up. Look at this.
Last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls
What
to give
the
players a more intuitive, deliberate,
Oh,
and
hell
free-flowing
no.
experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from
He just don't know
steals
what he's
by
doing.
reacting with
He
the
just
quick
doesn't know what he's
protect
doing.
mechanic.
You
The
gotta-
introduction of quick
you gotta
protect
hope.
will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based
That's a
outcomes.
protect
You
animation?
can even use it to put can now shield themselves.
Wait, did
from
he do that or no?
Last but not least,
That's a
we've
protect animation, not a dribble move.
added some
You mean
new
he's literally
offensive
dribbling in place? I mean, maybe.
controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate,
Yeah, right there
and
at the end,
free-flowing
but-
experience. Ball handlers
Wait,
can now
both of
shield
those? Am I just gonna
themselves
be
from
getting
steals
spammed with
by
protect
reacting with the
animations?
quick protect mechanic. The introduction of quick protect will
Wait,
bring
do
more
you wait, does the dribbler like enable that, or is that just like automatic if someone reaches and like
balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put defenders in jail, just like Luka and other strong guards love to do. For spot-up shooters, you can use the new quick
we got
shot feature
Kyrie.
by holding the left trigger on catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off
I
super
feel like-
quick like Klay Thompson.
did he not dip right there? But this is actually a W if they do it correctly, because NBA players do it all the time. Like they're really good shooters. When they catch and shoot, gotta get it off quick. They don't dip down. They just catch and shoot it from like the highest point almost.
Spot-up shooters, you can use the new quick
Kyrie.
shot feature.
Can't really see much with that dribbling. I mean, is he not dipping it a little bit? Like, I don't know. Or is that not this? Is this quick shot shit different? Over under, I shoot 70%. Gotta go under there. You press it when someone is about to reach to throw him out of position. Damn, that's weird.
Left trigger on catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super
That wasn't a
quick
dip?
like Klay Thompson. Slashers
Okay.
now have access to slow motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot of in the league lately from players. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off.
Do you guys
super
think that
quick
this
like
looks
Klay
quicker
Thompson.
right here? Like when Ant runs forward, like does that look quicker than 25? Like if Ant was to run forward on 25? Because I saw some people talking about it. No. It's so hard to tell. Yes. I feel like it's a little quicker, which is probably going to be good for guards.
Slashers now have access to slow motion Euro step gathers.
I feel like
something
it's quicker, and this is like Ant. Like this is an NBA player. This is like some basic shit. Someone that probably doesn't really know what they're doing. Like if people get a like, I don't know. I think the game speed's probably going to be a little higher, a little bit though.
From players like yourself and Ant. This will help you navigate through the paint and around defenders by decelerating to throw defenders off and create space with a slow-mo finish. And finally, another highly
Decelerating
requested feature
finishes,
the
is that what they
ability to
said?
Force rat passes, which will allow you to feed the
I saw
corner
this.
feed-
Isn't this like double tapping B or square or circle? I mean, like flashy pass is now like a different button. It's like A and B, or X and circle, I believe, something like that. I don't know if that's in this. I don't think it is. I think Mike Wang just talked about it on Twitter, which I'm about to pull that up after.
And avoid defenders playing the passing lanes.
As a big-time 2K fan, I can't wait to get my hands on 2K26.
Yo,
and
he is
experience
reading
these
off the
all-new
craziest
features
scripts.
for myself.
Gameplay in NBA 2K26 has taken a giant leap forward with more personalization and variety, faster pace, and more skill-based gameplay.
Whether you're a new player or a veteran like me, everyone can master the fundamentals in these all-new moves. Pre-order NBA 2K26
us with some more information, man. But yeah, we got a deep bag to get into today.
Yo,
Evan.
how is this stream?
So, let's go ahead and start kicking it off with some of this.
How is this stream another 40 minutes? Or did they just go over stuff?
Up here, man.
Oh, they're low-key about to like just go over
there's
the
a lot
courtside
there.
report, basically.
And just like last time, we just gave Stacks a list of everything in the full courtside report blog that we can talk about today. So we're gonna go put them in your shoes and go through not only each feature that
They
Mike
break
and
down the
Tyus
trailer a
mentioned,
little bit.
in more detail, but also we're gonna talk about a couple improvements that actually weren't even mentioned in the video. So stick around for that. I'm ready if you are,
So,
Stacks.
yes. Yeah. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited. I'm hyped up. I know the chat is ready to get into it as well. So first up, we got Proplay Motion Engine. Mike said that this is the biggest change to the motion engine since NBA
biggest
2K21.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we got a few questions about that in the chat. So Evan, what exactly does that mean?
Well, sure. In case you haven't heard about Proplay in the past, that's been a big step towards more lifelike basketball in 2K. And it's this really cool tech that lets us use footage from real NBA games to capture animations from them. So we don't need to have players come to our studio and wear those mocap suits.
I'm gonna look at the
white dots
courtside
and do the
report too,
animations
but
there. We
I
can
didn't
get
see
them
this, so
from
I'm
the
just
NBA
gonna
footage.
catch
So,
up a little
At
bit.
its core, Proplay is about getting a huge library of animations from the NBA. And I think oftentimes the community attributes more to Proplay than what it really is, so I just wanted to clarify that first. But anyways, the last 2 years, you've seen Proplay for things like shot animations and dribbling. And now, this year, as you heard Mike say, that NBA footage is powering all of the encore movement in 26. So it is not just the dribbling, but it is expanding to offensive movement.
So, do you guys think that's good? A lot of people don't like Proplay. They think it's too realistic, it's too slow. So, like, if it's our motions, like just running around the court and stuff, like that might be bad. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta play for myself to really see. It's good if it's fast. Do you think that them capturing NBA players' movement would make the gameplay faster than like just having the regular whatever? I don't know.
The way players move on defense and even off-ball movement as well. And you might be thinking, well, what's the actual benefit, right? Well, when you play, you are going to...
I'm just thinking about it because, I mean, someone just said it's slow and clunky. Offense might be overpowered. Like, if the motions are realistic and slow, which no one said that, we still got to test it for ourselves, but if defense is slow and then we saw that one little speed boost, like the game speed looks a little faster than 25, offense might be just a little overpowered, which honestly is good. Like, I think offense should, like, if you want a good video game, a good basketball video game, offense, like, people are just gonna have more fun if offense is just a little bit better than defense. Canned plucks are gone. Wait, what does that mean? Canned plucks. Plucks. Wait, explain that. What's good, Zach? I'm just catching up on everything here.
see how players move in a more lifelike way. So you heard Mike talk about how in past years you may see players kind of skate around or slide around, right? I think that's been a lot of feedback that we've gotten in the past before.
Any ideas for my
With this
first
new
build?
motion
It's probably gonna be like a
engine, we're going
6'2"
see
to a
that skating and
6'4" maybe.
sliding a lot less. So hopefully you guys will feel this change when you get your hands on 2K26 very soon.
Appreciate it, Mike.
All right, man.
You're talking to
Sound like
Zach,
some
I
good
don't know.
news to us, man. Especially skating and sliding all over the court. I know nobody wants that. Next up, we have.
Yo, who remembers 2K21 current gen defense? Did anybody play that game? Like, I don't know. A lot of people, maybe not you guys, because if you're in this stream for a 2K26 talks a month before the game comes out, you're probably a little bit deep in, so you probably remember, especially if you played it. But I feel like a lot of people just kind of think all the 2Ks are the same. If you played 2K21, like I played a lot of 2K21 current gen like stage, so I'd be going up against like the best guards with the speed glitch and that crazy behind the back. It was mad quick movement, bro. It was literally like an ice skating rink on defense. The delay was, I've never seen the delay that bad. You would literally like skate around the court on defense and offense, honestly.
enhanced rhythm shooting. All right, I was a rhythm shooting demon this past.
Did you hear
year.
Evan say he didn't
Now
know when to
rhythm
jump for
shooting is
rebounds?
Enhanced. I would love to know more about that too.
I haven't even gotten to the rebounding part, but like I want to see like what does greening a rebound do for you other than let you know like that was a good jump? Does it do anything? Like, because you could already basically green rebounds, no? Maybe I don't understand it fully yet, but like, you know, if I get a crazy animation and I time my jump perfectly right now, like it doesn't pop up like I greened it, but like I basically greened it. How do you green a rebound? I think it just tells you like if you get the perfect jump, it gives you a boost. Okay. Did they say that? They said rebounding's still the same thing. It doesn't do anything really. I think so. See, this is why I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I keep being asked if rhythm shooting is back, and it is. It's also got some really cool upgrades that I'm personally excited about because
It's the same, just
like a lot
visually
of people
shows
this
you. Alright,
past
that's
year,
good.
I was kind of resistant to
Everyone's saying, oh my god, this is so bad. Now there's gonna be rebounding scripts. You know, knock on wood, like, but I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. Is it? Because there's no meter. There's no meter, right, for the rebounds. It just pops up after and tells you, right, that you got a good jump. Like it's basically the same as right now, but it just tells you like, yo, you did a good job on that or some shit. What's good, Lopez? Is there a meter? If there's a meter, it actually might be cooked.
it at first.
No, there can't be a meter, can there be? Because like every rebound is different. Like that's why the script would be tough, because like every rebound like takes a different bounce off the rim. Like how can you? I don't think there's gonna be cheaters for that, but maybe there probably will be somehow. But not if there's not a boost.
But over
I
time,
don't know.
I
I'm
wanted to learn
confused.
something new, and now at the end of year, just like you, Stacks, I use rhythm shooting for almost everything. All
It's
of
the
my
same
catch
thing,
and
but if you
shoots,
get it
all my
right, you
step
get called a
backs.
good boy.
And I've
for
heard
timing
from
good.
not just you,
Oh,
but
okay,
many
okay.
people who've done the same thing. So, for those of you who like shooting with the button, you can still shoot the button. That is not removed, but rhythm shooting is a more advanced option. And if you take the time to learn it, you're not going to regret it, because this year the big upgrade is that rhythm shooting is no longer just about matching the player's animation, but rather giving you the full control over the animation. So, when you do, picture your controller,
What?
when you do the down up flick on your right stick, the way you flick the stick will actually change the way your player is shooting. So to try to explain this
Bro,
in
wait,
the
that's
simplest
kind
way
of
we can,
crazy.
Rhythm shooting has two parts, right?
Yo, there's
The
no
timing
way.
of
Is
when you
that?
flick the stick.
I just find that so hard to believe that that is gonna work perfectly. Like the way you flick your stick, like that's got to be glitchy. There's no way. I'm gonna rewind 10 seconds just to hear that part
The
again.
way you
if you
flick the
didn't hear
stick
it.
will actually change the way your player is shooting. So to try to explain this in like the simplest way we can, rhythm shooting has two parts, right? The timing of when you flick the stick, and then the tempo of how you did it. Timing and tempo. For timing, if you flick up really early, you can now release the
That
ball
sounds
earlier.
crazy.
And if you flick up late, you can kind of hold on to the ball for a moment before you let go. And then for tempo, if you flick up kind of fast, you're going to rush your shot. But if you flick with a slower tempo, you're going to do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore. It's giving you more freedom, because let's say, for example, you rushed your timing to get the shot up, right? The defender's closing out, you want to rush your shot. If you rush the timing, but you still green the tempo, you can still make the shot. So to me, it's really just about how you shoot in real life. The dev team is giving us more control.
Bro, what the? I'm so confused. Why would you ever want to shoot slower? That's my question. Maybe if you're like wide open. So you have to green one of them? So you just have to green one of them. Either tempo or the push timing. And it'll go in? I don't know. He's saying like, I'm definitely misunderstanding it, but it sounds crazy. I think it's like 2K21 aiming thing. Easy as fuck. That makes zero sense. I think it's dumb. So, like he said, if you time the push timing right, the tempo can be as fast as you want. Or if you time the push timing right. But how would you even... Okay, I get it. But I feel like why would everyone not do that then? Now rhythm shooting is just easier. I think. Is it not? Wait. I'm trying to think of this, if it's worth doing. Because now, isn't it just like shooting with the stick? Like you could always shoot with the stick, like in like old 2Ks. It just didn't, there was no rhythm shooting. It was just, you're shooting with your stick. Like isn't it kind of just back to that now a little bit? Rhythm shooting going to be OP? Okay, but is there a boost? I don't know if there's a boost to it. Do you guys know? I mean, I'm sure they're going to say it, but I don't think that there's a, like, this Suka has a crazy rhythm shooting boost. I don't know if that's,
as a shooter,
I didn't hear that
you would
that's
have
the
simply
thing.
by pressing the button. So
There has
I
to
got
be.
mess
Mike
around a
Wang
little
said
bit
there's
with
no
this,
boost.
earlier last week, and I'm still getting the hang
Based
of it.
off his
but
verbiage,
I
the
can't
boost
wait
is
to try it
gone.
out some more and stacks.
There is a
Like
boost. Check Mike Wang tweets.
Yeah, man. I think
All right. See, this is why I just got to do my own research, and we'll eventually get everything covered by the end of the stream. We'll figure everything out. So if you're confused too,
I think that's one of those things
we're
that
gonna
I'm
figure
gonna
it
have
out.
to get my hands on to actually see exactly how it works. So
Hopefully.
yeah, I'm
There's no
excited to
guarantees.
see what that's about. Definitely gonna go back to rhythm shooting, but I got to see what it's looking like. Next up, we got skill-based gameplay.
Before we get into this, one in the chat if you guys used rhythm shooting, two if you like didn't. Maybe you did once, but like you weren't really rhythm shooting, you're still using the button. One if you used rhythm shooting, two if you didn't. I want to see. Mike Wang said there's no RNG anymore, even if you're at the edge of the green window. I saw that. We're gonna get into that. One, one, two, two, one. Okay, so most people use rhythm shooting, I guess. Well, in this stream at least. Out of the whole 2K population, definitely more people just use the button.
I know that's been a big topic lately. We don't have to spend too much time on this. All right, yes, skill-based gameplay. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we did talk about this on the roadmap stream a while back. So like we'll just do a quick recap. But remember, I see the chat asking about this. This year, a point of emphasis in 26 for our dev team is skill-based and competitive gameplay.
Sorry, I know I'm like kind of all over the place, but I was just thinking about a tweet I saw earlier from Boom Boom. And she basically was saying that 2K should not patch things for like a month. How do you guys feel about that? Just before I forget this, I want to see what you guys think. Like, when 2K26 drops, do you think they should drop a patch like a week in? Or like, if they see something wrong, just go in and patch it like 3 days in? Or do they wait for like, you know, everyone to max out their builds, let the game play out, and give it like a full month? Now, if there's like a game-breaking glitch, I think everyone agrees they should probably patch that right away, which they didn't really do that this year. I mean, with some things, kind of, but it still took them a little time. Like, I mean, I could think of one thing from the beginning of the year. Some of you guys might be thinking the same thing. I'll let you guys try and figure it out for a few seconds before I say it, but there was something really broken at the beginning of 25 that they just didn't fix for a while. Remember when 21 Next Gen was unplayable? Yeah, it was so choppy and stuff, so laggy. Steals were nuts. Yeah, the close shot glitch. Like, you could just, like, I think it was rhythm shooting. I don't know, I never did it. You could just go in close and do like a little post fade from like 5 feet out, and it could be a tight, and it would just be green like every time. And then like, it was so broken on the ones and the twos. Everyone did it. And they just didn't fix it for like, I want to say maybe it was in the second season or third season. Yo, what's good, Cole? I'm on a walk and watching solo. W Cole with the 8 months. W walk, man. W walk. It's a nice day today. Y'all say it was good to Cole. Would you be interested about the guy I talked about from China? I have no clue what you're talking about. If there's a game-breaking glitch, yes, they should patch it, but they shouldn't patch or tweak small things because we are low overalls. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone always complains about shooting the first week. And they usually say it's too hard, which that's probably a good thing, because if it's too easy, that's bad, because we don't even have badges yet. We're not even 99, so it should be hard to start out a little bit. Bro. No, I'm not saying 2K26 is better. If I say 2K26 is better than Prime Fortnite, I actually mean it now, I think. I think I'm at the point, because that I think I don't know if I've talked to you about it, Cole. I've talked to some people, maybe Zach, Double H. Me saying 2K whatever is better than Prime Fortnite has done unrepairable damage to my reputation. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's actually bad. Like, there's so many people that think I'm like a complete like 2K like dick rider. Like, no matter what I say. I mean, you guys are watching this stream. I'm really being honest and just breaking everything out. But because I made a joke and I said, obviously, bro, 2K23 or whatever it was that I said that about. I said it about a few 2Ks. Is not better than Prime Fortnite, bro. That was just, if you're falling for that or you're believing that, bro, like, I don't know what to tell you. But, so yeah, nah, I'm not saying that.
Control. So
unless
when people are asking about like the
unless I actually start to believe. There's no way it's better than Prime Fortnite.
Skills and all those things like that. We are intending to make that more skill-based competitive. So as you hear us talk about all the new features today, just keep that in mind. And then the other thing we did talk about last time were that a few gameplay settings were adjusted. So higher difficulties and most multiplayer modes are going to have green or miss shot timing.
Nothing better than Prime Fortnite.
Timing is permanently enabled so that people aren't making real.
Yo, what games are better than Prime Fortnite? Name them in the chat. Like, what game during its prime is better than Prime Fortnite? I feel like you can't even say GTA because GTA, it feels like didn't really even have a prime. Like, it was just always just good, but like it was always just, you know what I mean? Fall Guys, I don't think Fall Guys is better than Prime Fortnite. I think Prime Black Ops 2. I think Prime Black Ops 2. I was deep in with that game. Like, I think that was actually better than Prime Fortnite, but I don't know. I feel like it depends on your age. There are very few games that like I would be like in school waiting to like go home and play. Like, I would be at school just like wanting to play Black Ops 2 so bad. I was so deep in with 2K16, bro. It was bad. So yeah, probably you got the same feeling with that. Modern Warfare 3. I feel like I'm not going to put it above Fortnite, but a game that had a really good prime. I don't know if you guys played it, but Among Us, like in like 2K or not 2K. Yo, it's crazy. I'm a gamer. 2021. I was about to say during 2K21. Holy shit, this is bad. You know it's bad when you start referring to dates as 2Ks. Yeah. Rainbow Six Siege? Nah. Titanfall 2, God of War? Nah. I mean, I feel like these are just for you guys, maybe. I don't go by years, I go by 2Ks. 2K20 this peak. Bro, Black Ops 2 might be the best game ever created.
Player percentage layups on your head anymore. But that should catch you up.
You were in the 2K24 return video? W. David.
Yeah, man. I think the layup timing thing is probably my favorite thing from last stream. Just because, like, maybe mid-year I started adapting layup timing, and I think personally for me it's better.
I'm about to grind through this video a little bit more, but Cole, I don't know if you're still in here. I didn't stream this yesterday. That's why I'm streaming it today, because I was supposed to have a flight, and when I was like, I didn't say this, so some of you guys might be interested. I was at my gate, and then 20 minutes before my flight, they literally canceled it, and they weren't able to get me a new one, and then I couldn't even get one for today. So I couldn't stream it. I wasn't even supposed to be here, but now, like, bro, I got screwed so bad. But so yeah, I wanted to wait to catch up on everything, so I was kind of purposely not looking into this stuff too much, but yeah, now I'm trying to catch up on it. I am going on a vacation, hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know, bro. Like, I got screwed. I had checked my bag too. Like, I had to figure out like how to get that back. Like, shit took forever.
In terms of like how I play and getting those layups off. So I'm excited to see more people be forced to use that as well and kind of create a little bit more of a bigger skill gap, you know, when playing the game online. Anyway,
exactly.
Let's go to the next thing. We have signature go-to post shot. So we already had that signature shots like pretty much on the perimeter.
Behind on what, Cole?
Now it look like we have showing some love to the big men out here, man. So let's hear about those signature go-to post shots.
Yeah, so many of you probably remember the regular go-to shots we've added, and personally, it's really fun. Anytime
how crazy is this? Like, I didn't see too much about this on Twitter.
IRL footage together, so like I've seen it for Steph a lot, KD, Kyrie, people like that. So the dev team has worked on giving big men more moves this year as well, and they've added what we're
Okay, yeah.
calling go-to.
These are
post
going to
shots.
be ass.
So when you're in the post, if you hold the right stick up, you're going to see new post moves and moves. That
I
a
just
bunch
feel
of
like these
big
are going
men
to be
are
broken.
doing today.
I was saying that
I'm hoping to
before.
see some more go-to shot clips for big
Post
men
scoring
this year
stuff
as
is always
well,
scary when they add
like some of
shit.
the ones you even saw in the gameplay trailer.
Okay, man. Yeah, I kind of messed around with the go-to shots. It took me a while to kind of figure out which one I liked the best, but I found one.
One of the only things that I saw, and they're probably about to talk about it, was the greening rebounds. I was literally in line, like at the airport, about to go through security. I was looking at my phone because the line was like long as shit. And I saw a tweet from Double H that said you could green rebounds. And then I literally just like clicked on the video and then I like made my own tweet. And I was like, you can green rebounds? And that was like the only thing I saw. And then like House of Highlights like posted it. I didn't even see that.
Anyway,
I don't know how no one
moving
told
on,
me too. That shit was
got
crazy.
custom layups, right?
You think it's not crazy?
I
Always had a
heard
timer
Mike
jump.
say
That's what I was
mix and
saying. I was
match.
saying that before. People,
'Cause when I
people
say
are
mix
saying
and match,
people are gonna be cheating with the rebounds, but I don't really think so. Maybe though. Does it give you a boost? Still, like I was getting mixed answers. Cole, you would probably know. Does greening your rebound give you a boost? And also, is there a meter for the rebounds? I don't think there is. Because if there's no meter, then how can you have a script for it when every rebound's different? Yeah, but
I'm thinking mixing one player's layup package with
It's
another
just
player.
visual.
Like, what are we talking about here when we talk
so
about
there's no boost at all.
You
You
are
green it, it
correct,
just lets you know.
Because a popular piece of
You greened it.
feedback from the community and something I've heard often has been somebody might like a certain animation from a player's layup package.
This is actually going to be OP. If you can mix and match, I still might be wrong on this, but if you can mix and match your floater and your scoop layup and all your different animations, this is actually going to be OP because, you know, there's like a D-book floater used to be really good, and then you'd have like one maybe layup package that has a really good scoop animation. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can mix and match. Finishing might be crazy. Once people figure out what packages have the best animations for each of these or whatever,
But they don't want all of that layup animations, right?
you're actually
This
gonna
is
have a
an
crazy
addition that
finishing
drives
bag
to
with
that
this.
feedback. So in the past, you pick one layup package, and that player's package determines all of your layup.
Nah, this is
year,
gonna be
you can
crazy.
set different players' animations for different.
I might have
types
to make
of
some
layups.
videos on this.
We have normal layups, reverse layups, floaters, quick scoops,
Bro.
euro steps, hop steps, and spins, as you can see here in the My Player Customization
Like that.
menu. And then these
I feel like we're really gonna see some crazy finishers. Like, not everyone's gonna be crazy at this, but like, there's gonna be some people that have they have the best. It's kind of like dribble moves now. Like, you got the best signature size, you got the best behind the back. There's gonna be people that have the best. There's gonna be like meta moves, obviously, that everyone has, but the people that know how to utilize them the best are gonna be OP. I feel like. Random rec gonna be fun. Why do you say that? Just with the layup styles?
new like
I heard it's no RNG. Cheaters finna go crazy. Yeah, I'm really hoping they ban cheaters because they did it this year. We know they can do it, and I kind of am hoping that because they kind of slowed down in banning the cheaters at the end of this 2K. I'm kind of hoping that they are like holding on to it, like to show us what they're really capable of when it comes to banning the cheaters. And in 26, they're gonna really take action early and
specific
often.
categories that is available both
These
when you're
ban cheaters
customizing
and
your My
zinners, yeah,
Player,
bro.
and
It's
also
bad.
if you play My NBA, it's also going to be available when you're editing your rosters and editing the players in them. You can assign to them these different types of layups.
Okay, I like the layups. I like the layups. I'm not.
Yeah.
See,
I like
I'm not
that. I
really a
like that. I
finisher
could
though.
already
I don't really. I've never been someone that likes to have a high dunk or a high layup, but this shit might be OP.
imagine. I know some of the people that play competitively, you know, probably didn't want to use a lot of other people's layup package because a lot of those layups might get blocked in competitive gameplay. So now I could see them mixing maybe some Kyrie.
Yeah, like for example, you're not a finisher. I am. Are you? For example, this 2K wasn't really that good for finishing, but last 2K, 2K24, was very good. The dunk meter was crazy, but not only that, floaters were crazy. What was it? Was it Trae Young or D-Book floater? What was the one everyone used? Let me know. But D-Book. Yeah, so everyone used D-Book floater, but his layups were not that good. Now you can get crazy reverse scoop layups with having the D-Book floater or whatever floater's the most OP. Like, that shit's gonna get scary,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Getting real
That's
like
sketchy.
innovative inside of that. So that's kind of
24 layups were amazing, yeah. They were actually broken like by the end of the year when people figured them out.
Been able to do
the
that
floaters.
for a while, man. So I'm definitely locked into that. Next, though, we got defense. And Mike said that collisions and interior defense are better this year. That's great to hear, man. That's definitely great to hear. What exactly does
When have they never been better though? Like going into a new 2K, like has there ever been a time where like they just were like, nah, we didn't really, it's not better. Like we didn't work on defense.
that mean,
you know?
though, Evan?
So yeah, what does this mean? I actually gotta see.
In the past, the way
All right,
players'
bet, Cole.
bodies collided with each other
Talk to you
was
later.
scripted, right? That was through mocap.
Appreciate you for
Many
coming
people
through.
Knew that, or at least assumed that based on how those
Got you,
animations
Tundry.
work. Well, this year in 2K26, there is new tech that actually generates those collisions. So you're gonna notice
How much
as
will
a
the build
dribbler or even
cost?
as an on-ball defender, you are
Regular
gonna notice
price.
more freedom of
They're not
movement
$20,
rather
bro.
than kind of being stuck in a
Is this shit
scripted
worth it because I
mocap
can't take another ass
animation.
2K?
That's one benefit there.
I
And the other
cannot
one
tell
for
you
interior
honestly.
defense, that has been redesigned.
Haven't
so
played
that
it.
Bigs can get body bumps more reliably when they're contesting layups and dunks. So you're really going to feel more physicality in the paint if you are guarding around the rim. So there was defensive improvements as well. We never want to make it one-sided. We do want to remember our defensive players out there as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think
How do you
anytime we
come
can
up?
get some defensive improvement, show
Someone just asked, how do I come up with my jumpers? Like, what's good, Buckeye? How do I come up with my jumpers? Some of them are money. I mean, sometimes I test out stuff and just find stuff that works, especially earlier in the year. I'll just find my own shit. But, you know, by the time you're a few weeks in, like, you kind of, like, word kind of gets around, like, what's the fastest base? What's the best base? Like, and then 2K Lab starts running tests. Which, by the way, if you're really deep in with 2K, actually, I think I have it here. Yeah. NBA2KLab.com, code SOLO, 20% off. You don't got to buy anything. They have a bunch of free stuff. But when the game first comes out, that's going to be, like, big. Like, they run a bunch of tests on different badges, badge levels, jump shots, motion styles, everything.
some love to the defensive side of the ball. It's always a great time. Next, too, not only defense,
Yep,
we also
I got a born talent
new
for
rebounding
finding jumpers, bro.
timing feedback. Now, this is
All right.
interesting. I'm not sure
Is this
if
the grading
is
jump shots
ever
or
seen in
rebounds?
2K before.
This is what I wanted to see more
Let's
of.
see what we got here.
Yeah, so this is actually a small but really helpful addition when I saw it for the first time. Maybe I was just out of the loop because I didn't really play on
It
big
sounds
boards until
crazy.
last year, but I never knew when to press triangle to jump for a rebound. Kind of just
What's
like
good,
press
Connor? What's
triangle
good?
randomly. So if you're like me and you didn't know, the ideal time to jump for a rebound is right before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim. So if a ball bounces twice before coming down, it is that final bounce that matters.
Chill,
And
Connor.
this year,
Evan didn't know when to jump for rebounds. Evan saying that is so crazy to me. Yeah, like what I just said.
right before the ball makes its to jump for a rebound. Kind of just like press triangle randomly. So if you're like me and you didn't know, the ideal time to jump for a rebound is right before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim. So if a ball bounces twice before coming down, it is that final bounce that matters. And this year, when you do have an excellent timed rebound, you are going to see a green flash below your player.
Bro, that shit reminds me of that one Double H video from like 2 weeks ago where he played with that guy that never played before, Roblox Gang. That guy was jumping all over the court trying to grab rebounds. He was jumping when the shooter released it from his hands. Like, bro, have you ever grabbed a rebound once in real life? Now, he probably has an idea of when to time it, but like never the exact like timing. But now I guess they said if you want to green it, I guess it's like, pretty much right after it hits the rim for the last time.
Speed, just like you see in this clip of the Thunder. And if you do
1
know the
mil
timing
solo
to
to
get
get
a green
26, that would be
rebound,
crazy.
it is going to significantly
Pretty
boost
far
your
away, though.
chances of securing the ball. So it is important to get the rebound timing right to have the best chance of grabbing the board over somebody who might not know their timing as well as you do. And this green flash is really there to kind of help educate you and help you learn and adjust to when you have to jump. And last thing there, just a note, not all bigs are created equal. So if a player has higher defensive or offensive rebounding attributes, they are going to find it easier to nail that timing and get that green flash on offensive or defensive types of rebounds, whichever one their attribute is higher for. So definitely don't skip out on your rebounding attributes.
Okay, I think that's amazing too. I think that adds another.
If you were a 2K dev, would you bring back number jump shots and number dribble moves? Definitely. Like, why not have them? Like, they're going in this route where like pro play and like having everything perfect and realistic. Why not have, like, I feel like the more the better. Like, even if you got my jump shot in there, yeah, like no one's probably gonna use that, but just having more options, I feel like can't hurt. It's good, KP. Like, the numbered jump shots, the numbered dribble moves, like just extra options, why not? A lot of people like those ones too. Like, I used a lot of them back in the day. Jump shot 98, or for the dribble moves, same thing.
Level of what people like to call a skill gap now, even in rebounding. I think that's probably going to go into how a lot of people make their bigs this year. They might think a little bit more about adding more rebounding now, just to get that better timing on there, get that clutch rebound. Anyway, let's move forward. Next, we got new controls. Mike talked about some of these. Like
new controls, passes. Okay.
And there's a lot here, so let's get into some of them.
Yeah, so I mean, well, one thing, before we go through like each of the new controls, there is an important note here that I think
Twitch,
many of you will be very
YouTube,
happy to hear.
TikTok, all at the same time right now.
In 2K26 has been sped up compared to 2K25.
See, that's like the biggest thing, bro. That's one of the biggest things that I've heard so far. Is it not? Game speed has been turned up. Like, we've been asking for that for a while. That doesn't mean, I mean, I guess it does mean like dribbling's quicker, but it's just been so slow the last few 2Ks. Since 2K22, I would say. The game speed has felt so slow. Like, if you look at a 2K22 dribbling clip, you're like, holy fuck, bro. Like, that looks fast as shit.
So hopefully that is good news for many of you. But as you hear about these new controls, keep that in mind.
Well, last thing I'm gonna say about that. Some people though actually don't like it. Like, do you guys like the faster game speed or no? Because I like it personally. But some people are gonna say that's unrealistic. That's arcadey. I feel like more older people would say something like that. But people do have that opinion. Like, when I make a tweet of 2K21 dribbling or even 19 dribbling and say, bro, we need this type of dribbling back, I'll get replies saying like that I'm tripping and that's ass and unrealistic. Faster is more arcadey, yeah. I think the thing is, I think with video games, like, they have to be arcadey. Like, if they're completely realistic, it's just so limited with how much fun you can have on them. In a video game, they have to be a little bit arcadey, at least a little bit. Arcadey is better than realistic for a video game. You got to have the perfect mix. I'm going to look at everything that Mike Wang said in the Q&A stuff after this, Ferragamo.
If the game speed is faster, that means players who have faster decision making, who can anticipate what's going to happen next, are going to be rewarded more.
Okay, I'm gonna say this too, because I mentioned it before, but the game speed's faster. Defense has to keep up. Again, they said that with the pro play, in the past 2Ks, like 25, they had the jump shots, the dribble moves, but they never had like the motion styles, like us running around the court. Like, that's now pro play, and pro play is known to be realistic, slow, clunky. So if the game speeds up, but like our motions on defense are slow, like that could be bad, but I assume it's probably not, but that's just something I'm thinking about.
Like Tyrese in that video, they covered some of these new controls already, so we'll just do a quick recap of them. But Stacks, what do you got first?
First, we have Quick Protect. By the way, I do want to say, man, the game speed being faster is a huge W as well. I know that's been something that I've been talking about a while too, is having the game speed a little bit faster, so I really love that. But first up, we got Quick Protect.
Yeah.
Okay, this is big.
About this one. This is a new...
Buckets in the Twitch chat was talking about this before when we were looking at Luka dribbling. I'm just going to let it play because I want to learn more about it before I give my opinions.
If you tap the left trigger, you can now kind of shield the ball or evade somebody reaching in on you to get a steal. So if you do react quickly enough to a defender that's reaching in, you can
so no more LT canceling.
The goal is to give ball handlers a balance to
the
system and ultimately lead to more skill-based outcome. But there's actually one more use to it though, because it has a dual purpose. So as
I know
you're
LT
driving
canceling was
to the
limited
basket,
though in 25.
you
but
feel a defender kind of on your back, you can actually do a quick protect, tap the left trigger, and then you'll trap them on your hip,
He's on
get
your
open.
back.
I think you saw in the video that this is
You
something
can kind of
Luka
crab
does
him then.
nearly every game I watch him in. So that's the example.
So you
we
can
use.
crab with this
Luka
feature
is
as
somebody
well.
who uses the quick protects a lot. But yeah, there are double uses to these new quick protect controls.
Yeah, I like that. I like the sound of that, man. And I like that a lot of these
I don't know. This is
changes
gonna be weird.
going into it or like to enhance the skill gap. You know what I'm
So
saying?
like, what is it like? Is this basically like when you're playing Madden and you put it on like conservative, like no fumbles type shit? This is a play now move. Like, I better not be getting ripped. Like, if I'm just dribbling around, comboing up, I better not just be getting ripped because I'm not quick protecting. Like, do you have to, like, how much am I supposed to be clicking this? Like, I don't know. I don't understand the balance of, like, am I clicking this every time I'm comboing up, or is this, like, very rare? Like, is no one going to click this at all? Like, we're going to get to the end of 26 and people look back at this and just, like, no one even uses that? Probably. That's probably, I don't know. If I had to bet, I'd probably say no one's going to use this by the end of the 2K26. But then, again, maybe it's OP and you have to use it, or else you get ripped.
I really do like that. Quick protect,
Yeah.
I feel like that can be very...
Jay Blake made a good point. Someone's asking about how there's going to be no RNG in 26, which means that if you time it in the green window, it'll be green. But your green window can move still, right? I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah. So they didn't say the green window's not going to move around. But if it's in the green window, it's going to go in. Green window is pure. So the green window will be based off stam and contest. Yeah, and your rating. Dude, wait. My flight got canceled yesterday, and they couldn't get me a new one. So, yeah, it's really ass. I was traveling for like 10 hours for no reason. Or I was out for 10 hours total.
Very, very useful. That just for the things that you said right there too. So I like that. Next up, we're gonna talk about the no dip catch and shoots. Very
Trying to go
interested
tomorrow.
about that. I think we saw a little bit of an example of it in the
All
gameplay
right.
with Klay Thompson.
This is actually going to be big for corner shooters like me and Pro-Am and
This
Comp
one,
Pro-Am. If you get this
I
down,
shouldn't say it, now, but
holy shit.
this is my favorite feature.
Actually, okay. When you really think about it though, like if this is OP and good, then you're going to have like elite corner shooters that know how to shoot pockets. Yo, why is there a fake Zach 2K? But not only is that OP for like the corner guys, that makes the defense have to respect the corners more. Like you can't leave people open in the corners and let them try and shoot the pockets. Like this is going to open up space for the guards up top too. So again, I think offense should probably be better than defense. It just makes 2K more fun. Of course, there's got to be a good balance, but I kind of like this as long as it works. I don't think this will matter if people already have a quick jumper in the corner. For this, why would you ever not no dip? Yeah, like every catch and shoot, unless I'm just wide open, then you could just kind of set your feet, take your time. But why would you not? Like I'm gonna be probably doing this every play. But let me hear more.
Today, just because it's the one that I'm gonna probably have the chance to use the most. Because when I'm not there playing, as some of you know, I am always sitting in the corner, right? I don't dribble. I just kind of sit there and knock down.
How
threes
fast do you
with
have to
my
time
team.
it though? Like how
So
fast
this
is it gonna
a
be if
really
you don't
cool
do the
addition
dip?
Because the dev team has added a feature in 2K26 for people like me and anybody else who kind of is a corner sitter or just sits there waiting for the ball to shoot. When you're standing still and you get past the ball, if you hold down the left trigger, you are going to square up and catch the ball and then go straight into your shot without dipping your hands down.
So when you're just standing in the corner, you just want to be holding the left trigger basically the whole time, or no? Is it like when the ball's in the air coming to you, then you click it? Wait, if this might be a dumb question, but right now in 2K25, if I'm in the corner and I'm holding left trigger, does that do anything for my player? Or is it just, because if you're just standing there, then I don't see why you wouldn't just be holding it the whole time. But does that do something to me? Yeah? Wait, you're probably answering the first question. That's a new feature? I'm not saying am I going to get a no dip shot in 25. I'm saying like if I'm just standing there, like is it going to make me like post up or like turn around or something? Like I don't know. It's not a new feature. Bro, what? What do you mean this is not a new feature?
And it's funny that, you know, when I first learned about this feature, I remember this like old Klay Thompson video that I watched before where he kind of explains exactly this. And he talked about how he mastered being able to catch and shoot in rhythm without dipping. And it's part of why he's such a good shooter. So this new feature is going to help you do exactly that in 2K, like Klay Thompson and anybody else who does that in the real life NBA.
I don't know, Michael. I don't know.
Yeah, we like that too, man.
The sub.
Okay, so far, all of these gameplay improvements are pretty fire. That one is pretty cool too, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have revamped signature size up. Let's get it.
This one is like a control change, kind of. So they're a little different this year.
A different control?
Inputs now. So you can either, imagine your controller, you can either rock the right stick back and forth, left and right, or you can repeatedly flick the right stick like up, 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 and you're going to get two different size up combinations. This is really just to give you more variety in what types of size ups that you can do. Because when you go left, right versus up, 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 it's going to be a different size up. So more controls for those advanced users out there and advanced dribblers who want to take advantage of those size ups.
Okay, I like that, but I see one of my favorite moves in the game. This is a move I utilize a lot, man. We got slow motion Euro steps now. I kind of want to hear a little bit about that, man. I love you using the Euro step. What do we got about that?
Yeah, this one does look very cool because there are very few players who can just put their head down and barrel their
This might be crazy. The
play.
deceleration.
Like most players, they need a little finesse there. So the dev team has added these slow motion Euro steps, and this is another left trigger control. So picture your controller again. As you're doing a Euro step, if you hold down the left trigger, you can slow down
the left trigger.
The slow motion drag step. And if your defender kind of isn't expecting it and jumps based on what your normal layup speed or Euro step speed would be, they're going to fly right by you. So it is a new way for people to mix things up with their layups. And I got to say, like overall, layups in general feel really good this year. From what I've seen, from what I've heard from people who played the game, that layups in general feel really good. So if you're
So wait, maybe I misheard it, or maybe you guys know. They're saying for the Euro steps you can do it, you hold left trigger, but does that also work for regular layups? If I'm going in for a layup and I'm holding left trigger, does it also do the slow motion deceleration? It's just gonna be so troll, but I'm all for it. Bro, it's gonna be OP. Like, no, I'm not gonna say OP, but like, it's gonna work sometimes. Someone's gonna go in for a terrible layup, but they're gonna do it in slow motion, and someone's gonna jump early, and then they're gonna green the layup. Like, that's gonna happen a lot. Layups sound like they're going to be really good, and layups have been something that really have never been too good, except, I mean, of course, there's some 2Ks, like, 2K24 with the floaters and a few others. What was it? I think it was also 24 with the scoopers. But, like, they're doing so much to the finishing in layups. Like, this is kind of crazy.
Somebody who likes driving in for layups, hopefully you're going to have a great year in 2K26.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that. That's probably my favorite feature so far. Like I said, I like to utilize the Euro step and being able to like kind of throw the defender off, like you said, make him jump when he think you're going up, and then go up with the layup. I really like that, Evan. Not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite feature right there. But next up, we also have wrap passes.
I just confirmed that a moving green window isn't classified as RNG if it moves consistently at the same rate after the same outcomes predictably every time. So does that change what we were thinking at all, or no?
Yeah, I saw the chat like this when we were talking about it earlier,
Wrap
showing
passes.
the video. So this one is like a new control. So in the past, like double tapping circle, if you're on PlayStation, double tapping circle, that was a flashy pass, right? I used to spam that by accident sometimes. But now double tapping circle is going to do a wrap pass. Because I've seen people submit 2K25 videos in our feedback channels that are like, why did my pass go straight into the back of a defender? And they wish they had more control over what type of pass they did. So now,
wrap passes better be like slower, which I feel like they probably will be. But why? Because if they're not, then why would you not wrap pass every time? If the point of these is to not throw it into the back of someone, or maybe throw it into like someone's hands when they have hands up in front of you, something like that, why would you not do a wrap pass every time if they're going to be the same speed? People think it's going to be the same timing every time.
The good passes
Yeah,
out there.
I mean, we'll see.
When to do a wrap pass and avoid.
I
the pass
probably
going into somebody's back. This
don't
one
think
is pretty
so.
simple. So double tapping circle on PlayStation or double tapping B on an Xbox controller. That's going to do a wrap pass now.
So did they basically admit that this year, if you timed it in the green window, sometimes they would just make you miss? Because they're saying that there's no RNG in 26. And so if it's in the green window, it's going to go in. So that basically means that in this game, if it was in the green window, they would sometimes just say, fuck it, like, you're going to have to miss this one. Maybe not, though. I feel that for so many new things they've announced, why not do all these new features if it's going to always work better? Yeah. Yeah. Another thing is I wish they showed an example. Like when they say wrap passes, like pop up a visual of someone doing it. Just so we could see them.
Perfect. Love that. Having a little bit more control over your passes. And speaking of passes, next up we got alley-oops.
Yeah, this one was not in the video. This one is a small change to alley-oops to make sure they require a little more thinking. So on lower difficulties, alley-oops are still going to be similar to previous year. You can get away with just pressing square, and you don't really have to think too much, right? But on higher difficulties, the button the dunker has to press is going to be randomized. So on PlayStation, for example, it is not always going to be square. It could be any of those 4 buttons on the right side of your controller, so that just makes sure there's more thought behind an alley-oop, because it could be circle, it could be triangle, or X, or square. And you're
Also,
gonna have
this
to
shit
pay
is
attention on
stupid.
those higher difficulties to finish your.
So do you guys like this? So with alley-oops now, it's not always press square to hold it down and time them. Like now, you got to be looking. If someone throws you a lob, oh my god, you might have to quickly click B or some shit.
Alley-oops as a dunker.
Hell no. Seriously, they're about to F
I
up
think this is
alley-oops.
just for me. I'm not speaking for anybody. I think anything we can do to increase the skill gap. I know I keep going back to that, but anything we can do to increase the skill gap.
I mean, I agree, I guess, but like, is that really doing anything to the skill gap? Like, it's not like now, oh, the most comp players are going to be throwing lobs every play. Like, I don't know.
I think it's cool now going online. You know, you won't get spammed with alley-oops and all of those crazy things. Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I think.
But no one was spamming alley-oops in the first place.
Play the game for
I have
a while
like
and
8,000
pick up
games
it.
played, and I don't think maybe like
You'll get
1 or
used to
2
it and
times
start to get a
someone's
little bit
just
better at it.
throwing
Next
alley-oops
up,
the whole
we
game.
have,
Some people in the chat, I think some people in the chat, they're underestimating their reaction time. Some of you don't like this, but when you actually do it, I'm pretty sure you're going to be reacting quick enough.
That's going to be
whether
tough
it's
for
X,
people
square,
that are not
triangle,
good at the
whatever it is.
game. Like
I
they're
think
not.
You're underestimating your reaction time. For those
Probably
in the
clicking
chat
in
who kinda
time.
heard that and we're a little scared about what that means for you as a dunker. I think you're
Probably Jay
underestimating
Black.
yourself.
I mean, you know, if they're not good enough to get the button pressed in time, man, I don't know what to tell them, man. That's tough. Anyway, moving on. We also have setting screens. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so
All
this
right,
one is
I
for the
didn't
big
really
men out
see
there.
this too much, I don't
year,
think.
When you are
Let's
setting a
see.
screen, you can kind of make fine adjustments to which way you want to face. So as you're setting a screen, you can
Yo,
nudge
that's
the left
actually-
stick, left or right to kind of rotate your player 45 degrees a little bit.
If
in
it's
whichever
good,
direction
that's-
you nudge the stick, right,
That's
left or
big.
right. Or you can flick the left stick in the opposite direction of what you're facing, and your players kind of do like a 180 degree turn, like a spin. And that means that if you're a smart big who starts learning these and can really pin defenders, you're going to get your ball handlers open better. So this is an advanced control for being added for like big men who want to be at the next level and be a better screener for their teammates.
That's big. Like, not only for centers, but like, I don't know. I have this one play in my mind. If you play Pro-Am, maybe like you've seen it when, I don't know, you send the center down and then the corner, like you got your power forward in the corner. He comes up and sets the screen out of the corner. But for some reason, a lot of the time when he comes up to set the screen out of the corner, he's always setting it like wrong. He's not setting it. He's like standing sideways. But now with this, like the screens just all around are should be better. Like if you're a good center or you're a good screen setter, like you should be able to, I guess, rotate your body with the left stick to the correct position, even if normally the game would have gave you a bad screen. So I like that.
All right, well, that is it for the new controls. A lot of new things to learn. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the faster game speed. I know, like a lot of people don't like change, man. But you gotta lock in for a little.
Nah,
while.
I like that change though. Honestly, the setting
once
screens
you get
one,
used to it,
the left
pretty
stick,
sure everything.
as long as it's good.
But anyway, before we wrap up, is there anything about AI and coaching that we need to know?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot about AI and coaching, to be honest, in the blog that everyone should.
Should I
definitely go
skip
read.
this or
But
or watch
especially
it?
if you play my team or my NBA and you consistently have a lot of AI teammates, it's definitely something you kind of want to learn about.
Oh wait,
But
AI
we can
teammates.
summarize a few real quick here. We have time. What do you got?
Okay, let's start out with first up we have drive and kick intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, the AI, I've heard this feedback a lot.
Watch
the
it.
AI wouldn't pass when they should, or you as the user might feel like the AI should have made a pass that they didn't. But this year, the AI does have improved drive and kick intelligence, and what that means is they are going to be more actively looking.
We
to
don't
see
care
when
about
the
AIs.
defense rotates, and then pass out if there's an open shooter.
He'll probably be a better player.
The 2K website that AI defenders can miss the dev team benefit from the Republic unless you see when the defense rotates, and then pass out if there's an open shooter.
Shooting.
All right. So now, let's get T-Peck. Now that we got that out of the way, I feel like we didn't even get into the most interesting stuff because Mike Wang's been answering questions all day yesterday and even today. He might have even, I don't think he answered any questions while we were live, maybe. But there's so many tweets just answering questions with the community, so I'm about to pull that up. And that's probably going to answer more than what this even just showed us. And if you guys want to enter a 2K26 giveaway, I'm running one on my Twitter at YT_solo. ! Twitter should work if you want a link to it. And I'm gonna always be running one until the game comes out. Even probably first week, I'll probably still run some giveaways. Okay, so let me just pull up. Actually, I think I got it. Yeah, we got Mike Wang right here. All right, so I scrolled down to the bottom. I've read some of these, but I haven't read all of them. So the first one, I believe this is the first one, is it not? Okay, so the first one is kind of big. Hold on, I'm gonna try and fix the TikTok screen to be a little bit better. All right, there we go. One second. All right. Will there still be RNG in shooting? No, there will be no RNG in shooting. There has always been some element of RNG in every past version of NBA 2K, including 2K24. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. On pro or lower difficulties, you can still make whites, but otherwise it's green or miss. So, I mean, that's good news. I don't know if that means like it's going to be perfect, like the green window never moves in your meter, and if it's in the green window, it's going in. There's probably some loopholes to this, like some people were saying. I don't know. I need to know if the meter, or not the meter, but if the green window is going to move within the meter. Because remember, like, 2K Labs at the beginning of the year ran a test. Prob timing changes because of contest. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want it randomly changing. But if there's a reason for the change, like, oh, if you get this contest, then you got to get it off quicker. So the green, the green window's going to move. If it makes sense, then that's cool. But like this year, like 2K Labs ran a test beginning of the year when everyone was missing, and they said like, after you green 2 shots, whatever, your third one is the green window is like in a completely different spot. But like hopefully it's just not random like that. All right, so this is a W. First thing he said, are there instant greens in 2K26? I think I read this and it was confusing. This year we made the jump shot cellies and shot feedback dynamic based on the quality of the shot. It factors in the shooter's ratings, defensive coverage, and shot timing, or tempo for rhythm shots. So if you have an excellent release on a wide open shot with a good shooter, you'll get an insta green. Maybe there's a badge that will affect it. So if you contested, you don't get it. That's what I don't get. Like, I don't really get this. Like, for your instant green, it factors in your rating. I get that, maybe. You know, if you're a sharpshooter like Steph Curry and you green it, like, he knows, like, right away. But if you're like a Rudy Gobert, like, you got a low ass rating, that can make a little bit of sense. Like, you know, you're never sure it's going in, so you don't get the instant green. Defensive coverage. So maybe that makes sense. Like, if you're wide open. Okay, I see it. It makes a little more sense now that I'm, like, kind of breaking it down. Like, if you're wide open, especially with a high rating, and you green it, like, you get an instant green. What's good tea time? And shot timing. Okay. Contest might get it sometimes, maybe. We'll be getting those walk-off animations 26, 25. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. It makes sense, but still, they could have gave us an instant green every time. I feel like they went with, like, a realistic route for the instant greens. Jay, what's good? Are there different shot meter options? All the shot meter options 24 and 25 are available to choose this year, including the new default meter you saw on the course set report. So there's just one new meter, the default one, I think. Maybe not. Are there any changes to contest system? There have been a number of changes to contest system logic. We've rebalanced the effectiveness of hands up, no jump contests, and jumping contests to better reflect how shots are impacted in real life. We're also showing coverage percentages in full shot feedback again. This is interesting because, like, they don't really tell us how crazy they rebalanced it. But, like, there's a chance, and there might be some things that I'm speaking on that, like, you guys saw. Because, again, I didn't really look too deep into this news yesterday, so I'm a little bit behind. Like, I'm kind of learning this as I'm watching, and I'm sure some of you guys are too if you didn't see it yesterday. But, like, if he balanced it to where jumping contests are crazy, and, like, if you don't jump, like, that shit might be green. That would be probably bad. I know he made that, was it 25 or 24 where he said you gotta jump. Like, I remember he made a tweet or something where he came out and said, like, you gotta jump. Like, the closer your hand is to the ball when it releases, like, I don't know. I just remember there being a time. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? J-Leg, do you know what I'm talking about? There was a time where, like, he said something like that. Pretty sure that was the 25 news cycle. Yeah, I don't know. Snack, what's good? I actually saw you type before, but I think I just said, like, what's good in my head. Are there any changes to how adrenaline bars work? Okay, I hope there are. Adrenaline will function very close to what you're used to from 25, but there have been some minor tweaks. For example, if you spam too many escape moves in a short amount of time, it will drain a bar. That is not the change that I was hoping for, to be honest. I thought it was fine with dribbling. So now dribbling is getting nerfed a little bit in this sense. Something that I haven't seen them talk about at all, and this is what I think the adrenaline needs to be affecting, is the spot finding and the dexing. I think they mentioned LTing eventually, so I'll get to that. But I really hope dexing and spot finding, if you don't know what that is, it's when you're off ball and you're just tapping right trigger. Like, you double click it and you get that burst. Yo, Apple with the 40 months. Let's go, Apple. You might be my longest Twitch sub. Maybe. I'm not sure. Someone's got to show me how to look at a list of that. Apple, appreciate it, bro. So is it the same? Is spot finding the same? Because I think it's OP in 25. Okay, wait, so every dex, you're gonna lose adrenaline? They did talk about it. Because in this game, you don't lose it every dex, and you should. Because of how OP it is, if they're going to keep it the same with the spot finders and the dexing, then you got to lose an adrenaline every time you spot finder. I mean, you're getting a crazy burst. If there's going to be adrenaline bars in the game, every burst you spot finder should lose one. Because in this game, if you watch comp mainly on the twos, Apple in the YouTube chat, what's good? Back and forth, it loses one. I know, I don't remember where that is, T-Pec. If you watch comp twos, bro, off the inbound, they dex left, dex right. That usually, well, in the comp games, that doesn't really get them. But if I do that in the park, I'm probably messing you up. You're probably about to go flying. Because you can't like spot finder a defense. It gets hard to keep up. They dex left, dex right, dex back door. And then the pass pulls them as well. Like, it's so hard to guard. And I feel like that just has to take adrenaline. It does sometimes, but like not every single spot finder. And it's so OP. And I also think that's a big reason as to why LTing is OP. Or L2ing. I agree. I think that adrenaline bar on drives and decks should be a thing. That's a launch covering a lot of ground, yeah. They said they fixed the unrealistic dex movement too. Ooh, that's good then. The drag animation. Yeah, we're going to get to that, I'm sure. Is there still a high/low risk reward setting? No. Okay, that's good, because that should have never been a thing. I don't understand 2K's obsession, or I don't know if obsession is the word, but like when we had the sniper badge, or just like rewarding people for mistiming their jumper. It doesn't really make sense. You think they adding a dwerk jump shot celly? What? What are you saying, bro? A dwerk jump shot celly. I would probably use that if they did. If they did add that. How do height/attribute restrictions work for the custom layups? Height and rating restrictions are similar to 25. I feel like this is kind of a dumb question. Maybe it's not. For the new custom layup packages, if you're qualified for... I just feel like that was obvious. Maybe I'm tripping. Wait. So doesn't this confirm like height caps? If they're saying that the height and rating restrictions are similar to 25, this confirms height caps on animations. Like everyone was, I don't know, there was like a fake tweet made from like Joe Knows, I think. Well, he didn't make it. Someone made a fake tweet of him saying that height caps will be removed from animations, so your 6'10" can get guard dribble moves, shit like that, if you have the attributes for it. That was fake. Same with the $20 builds. That's fake too, if you're still believing that. Can you use a quick protect even without a defender reaching on you? Does it use adrenaline? You can use quick protect at any time, even if no one's around, and it does not consume adrenaline. Okay. It shouldn't use adrenaline. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to DM me that, T-Pack. But wait. The question that needs to be answered was so frustrating the whole year of 2K25, the offense getting the loose ball all the time. This is actually very interesting right here, how this plays out. All right, ridiculous. Ball handlers will be stunned for a moment when they get the ball poked away from them, and bigs will play a slight stumble if they're heavily contested / blocked under the rim to give the defense an edge in recovering the 50-50 ball. Do you guys like this or no? Because I don't know, bro. I feel like this might be really bad. I mean, I get it because a lot of people were complaining that you'd get a steal and then somehow the dribbler would just keep the ball, like he'd just pick it right back up. a lot in this game. And that happens to me too, like playing comp prom. I'll get a pluck animation. The ball will, I feel like maybe it's because the ball drops behind him almost. So he's closest to it, so he picks it up. Now they're saying though, when they get the ball poked away from them, you're going to get stunned. See, like, but what I think the problem with this is, and I saw it in Pro-Am the other day, I was showing Double H. I don't know if he would remember. But if you get stunned, you can't get back on defense. Like, that's not realistic. I know 2K likes going realistic. Ball handlers getting stunned for a moment when they get the ball poked away from them is not realistic. If I get the ball stolen from me, especially in a 5v5 setting, and the defender picks it up and starts running in transition, I'm taking off after him, bro. I'm not getting stunned and just standing there for a second while they get a fast break. Like this, I think is going to be bad. I think it's going to be bad. What do you guys think? I mean, it'll allow for the defenses though. You know, if you get a pluck, you'll probably pick it up and like stuff like that. Basically just buff the blitz. Wait, so is this not on-ball plucks? Because then that's different a little bit, but still. Maybe I'm not fully understanding this. Yo, we're 7 subs off of 824K. If you guys are in the YouTube stream, make sure to sub up. Let's hit 824K. If you're a center, it might be good. Because when you get a contest, most of the time, you're getting your own offensive board. You mean defensive board? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is just a way for them to kind of balance the game in an unrealistic way. Like, you know, I feel like they want the defense to pick up the, you know, those balls that they poke out or those plucks that they get that somehow the offense just keeps. Or with the centers, you know, they want the defense to get the rebound, but maybe they just can't find the perfect way. So adding the stun animation can get to that goal, but at the same time, it's not really realistic. And I think it's probably going to piss a lot of people off when it happens. You're going to be like, bro, I can't move. Like, and they're going to be like, I don't know. I hope it's a very slight stun. Like, I'm talking like 0.2 seconds. Even that is unrealistic though. I don't know. Okay, let's read the question first. Will the green window on dunk meters move dynamically based on the contest the same way layups do, or will it be the same as 2K24 where the green window was the size from the start of the dunk to the end? Okay, that's a good question. The dunk meter green window will adjust dynamically like layups. Yeah, I mean, it should. This was something that made no sense in 2K24. I don't know if you guys realized, if you played comp, you definitely did, but when you took off for a dunk in 2K24 for a dunk meter, the meter didn't move. So it doesn't matter what happens to the defense when you're in the air for the dunk. When you take off, if there's no one in your way to the rim, your green window is going to be massive. And it's going to stay that big, even if someone jumps in the way and tries to block you at the rim. So that made no sense in 2K24. So for it to move it dynamically, you know, if a defender is in front of you when you start, but he ends up dipping out the way, then the green was going to get bigger at the last second. That makes sense. But it makes no sense to be bumped out of a dunk. That's a foul every time in real life. True, yeah. Yeah, it is. For the most part, unless it's like all ball. I wonder if we will get 20 different shot timings based on stamina. I don't know. We low-key have a lot more Q&As here from Mike Wang. Are there any changes made to address L2 dexing? Okay, this is a big one. We've made efforts to reduce the unrealistic motion cuts that can result from dexing. Attempting to use dexing to cut back and forth repeatedly will consume adrenaline. Okay, so I think basically, with some of these, I'm trying to make like crazy statements or crazy takeaways. But it's what I make of it. Like when they say back and forth repeatedly, so does that mean that if I just dex, I'm not going to lose adrenaline? That's what it sounds like. If you just do a regular dex, a regular spot finder, you're not going to lose adrenaline. But if you go left, right, that'll use an adrenaline. So basically, if you just dex twice in a row, it'll take an adrenaline. But one dex is fine, I think. And hopefully that first sentence is true. Reducing the unrealistic motions that can result from dexing, because I do think the movement is a little crazy. From the news we got so far, do you have higher hopes for 26 compared to 25? Haven't played 25 as much, so would love to hear your opinion on it. Yeah, so from what I've seen so far, this is the thing with 2K's marketing team, they're very, very good. So they're always going to make it seem like it's about to be better. But you really got to play it for yourself to know. From what I've seen, I think that it will be better just because there's going to be less RNG. In 2K25, there's a lot of this thing called the slingshot effect. So if you were winning, the losing team would have an advantage. 2K wants them to slingshot back into the game to have close games. So if you're really good at the game, you're at a disadvantage in a way because 2K is kind of holding you back. You can't, like, you know, destroy teams because a simple way to put it is like there's a badge called Comeback Kid. Some of you guys might remember it. And if you were losing in the game, you had extra help because you had Comeback Kid on. When you were down in games, you had a little boost. That's what it's like in 25 in every single game. Whatever team's losing has that. Actually, they didn't address the slingshot effect, I guess. But I guess what I'm trying to say is the RNG they did address, and they said there will not be one. There will be a pure green window or something. If it's in the green window, it's going to go in. And that sounds better than what we had in 25. But we'll have to play it to know for sure. And then I really like the game speed being faster. The game speed's faster. It's been very slow the last few years, so. And then layups sound pretty crazy. I mean, it sounds like it'll be better. I'm not saying it'll be great, though, but it sounds like it'll be a little bit better, like these minor tweaks. Comeback Kid was my nickname in high school. Okay, bro. I guess that was your nickname. Holy shit, bro. This kid thinks he's the Comeback Kid. It's a layup era. Layups are going to be crazy, it's looking like. Can anyone do a quick catch and shoot, or does it have attribute / badge requirements? Anyone can perform the quick catch and shoot mechanic. There are no restrictions. So I assume this is like the no dip catch and shoot. So even if you're a center with a 25-3, you can do the no dip catch and shoot. Which I don't know why you would want to do that, but if you have 25-3. Are there any changes to dunking? Yes, holding turbo and the pro stick down is how you will meter dunk in NBA 2K26. This will also encourage more flashy dunks, but you can also get flashy dunks on the shot button if you're wide open with no trailing threats. The meter dunk logic has changed a lot, and you'll notice a much bigger green window on open dunks, both driving and standing. Yeah, so I'm just on Mike Wang's Twitter. That's where I'm reading these. I expected this. It's a video I haven't dropped yet. I think I'm dropping it tomorrow or the next day. I've had it done for like days now. I'm just kind of waiting to drop it just to kind of spread out my videos before 26 because I'm not posting a lot more in 25. But I talked about it in the video that you'll see tomorrow or the next day. I think dunking is going to be good, and this kind of not confirms it, but aligns with that because usually when something's bad in 2K, it's like good in the next. Like they like to balance it out back and forth. You know what I mean? Like 24 Ducky was good, 25 Ducky was bad. Now they got to make it a little bit better. Same with shooting from 2K to 2K sometimes. So yeah, I mean, I think dunking, finishing, we already saw with the layups. If you were in the stream earlier, you saw the news. Layups are looking like they're going to be low-key crazy. It might be a finishing game. Like, and I don't know. I never make finishing builds, really. Like, I will if that's the meta, but especially like day one, like I don't want to come out here with a 90 layup so that I can unlock every floater layup package for the custom layups. I don't want to make a build with a 96 driver dunk on day one. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to have to see it for myself. I think I'm still going to come out because shooting, you always need shooting. I always do dribbling, shooting, and then try to get a little defense, finishing on top of that if I can. But like, I feel like the other three are usually more important because the thing is with finishing, like if you're open, you're going to make it. But if it's that OP, like I'll probably have to make a new build. How does rhythm shooting and button shooting compare? Okay, this is actually big. The goal is to make both rhythm and button shooting viable options with neither having an advantage over the other. So there's no advantage. Hold on, there's a but though, hold on. But they are very different mechanics, so it's not really possible to directly compare them. Some will be much better with the button and some will be much better with the stick. Rhythm shooting is definitely more rewarding in my opinion though. So I don't know how something could be more rewarding when you just said that there is no advantage over one or the other. But so there's no boost to rhythm shooting, I guess. But what they did say earlier is that, and it made no, I mean, it made a little sense, but they said like there's no, I believe Evan's exact words was like something like, there's no exact way to green your jumper or something like that. He said like, should I just pull that up? Like, I feel like that's a crazy part. Hold on, let me see. Do I have that? Does anyone know where that is in here?
Is the different camera.
It's probably,
angles
let me
and
see,
stuff
rhythm
we
shooting.
got. Like, I don't know if, hopefully,
I think you're gonna like it too.
yeah.
By pressing the button. So I got, it's giving up really early. And now at the end of year, just like you, Stacks, I use rhythm shooting for almost everything. All of my catch and shoot very soon.
All right, here we go.
Kind of resist Stacks. And I've heard from not just you, but many people who time to learn it. When you do, picture your controller. When you do the down up flick on your right stick, the way you flick the stick will actually change the way the player is shooting. So to try to explain this in like the simplest way we can, rhythm shooting has two parts, right? The timing of when you flick the stick, and then the tempo of how you did it. Timing and tempo. For timing, if you flick up really early, you can now release the ball earlier. And if you flick up late, you can kind of hold on to the ball for a moment before you let go. And then for tempo, if you flick up kind of fast, you're going to rush your shot. But if you flick with a slower tempo, you're going to do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore. It's giving you more freedom.
Is that not a crazy statement to hear? I get maybe, you know, it just sounds wrong, but it's going to be good in the game. But what were the exact words again?
But if you flick with a slower tempo, you're going to do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore.
There isn't a right or wrong timing anymore on your jump shot. Like, is that not crazy to say? Do you feel like they got to remove your jump shot speed depending on stamina? Remove your jump shot speed? What do you mean, like change? Wait, what do you mean? I think, honestly, yeah, like I think if you're tired, I don't know. I mean, whatever the community agrees on. I think if you're tired, your jumper should probably be a little slower. I don't really care either way. Because like in real life, like if you're tired, I don't know, I feel like your jumper would be a little slower, whether you notice it or not. Evan's got to be tripping. They're removing greens now? Nah. Do you think you'll be able to dunk with the right stick on alley layups? No. I don't think so. I think it's going to be A, B, X, or Y, or it'll be whatever the PlayStation ones are. X, square, circle, triangle. So yeah, I mean, rhythm shooting has a lot of different like layers to it, and I feel like a lot of stuff we still don't understand. Wait, does anyone know the answer to this? With the no dip catch and shoot, is that with the button or the stick? I think it's LT, right? It's left trigger or L2. But can you do that with both the stick and the button? It's with both. That's OP with the button. I'm not gonna lie, because they say with rhythm shooting, there's no boost to it this year. So now button and, you know, the stick are pretty much on the same playing field. And you can do the no dip to get your shot off quick in those little pockets you have where you're open. Flight played the game, did he? Can you explain how the rhythm shooting works? Can I still green a shot with early or late timing? Wait. You could green a shot with early or late timing in 25? Does he mean make a white, or am I dumb? If you had an early or a late, wouldn't it not be green in 25? Rhythm shooting is basically all about mastering your shot's unique tempo. There's still an ideal timing point for when to push the pro stick, but you don't have to green the timing to make the shot. However, the better you time the release, the more wiggle room you have to match the tempo. The timing of the right stick movement and the speed of the stick throw will also affect how the animation plays out. So if you start to push early or throw the stick fast, you'll see the shooter rush the animation. How are you going to green that though if you do it quick? Like, I don't get that. If you delay your push, you'll see the player hold the set point and hang a bit before starting the shooting motion. Bro, I just feel like this is so confusing. Like, I played 2K24 and I mean, I get rhythm shooting now, but like adding all of this now, even someone that plays the game a lot, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little confused, and I know it's new, but like someone that doesn't tap in with all these tweets and these videos, like how are they going to know? Like, they have no shot. Like, I know so many people that were so confused with high risk, low risk, normal risk. A lot of casuals didn't even know that was a thing. They didn't even know that was a new setting. And if they did, they were like, what does this even mean? If you delay your push, you'll see the player hold the set point and hang a bit before starting the shooting motion. And if you throw the stick too slowly, you'll see a lazier looking follow through. It's great if you need to intentionally rush your shot to beat a closeout or low shot clock, but your green tempo window. But I'm saying, if you flick up like fast, how are you going to time the push timing correctly then? Do you just hold down for the push timing, then flick up really fast? I think that's the move, no? Like, hold down till it's time to flick up. Then when you do flick up though, it's mad quick and you'll get it off quicker than if you did it smoother on the flick up. I don't know. I'm probably just making it even more confusing for you guys. Yeah, I have a game, sir. See? They're doing too much. I won't be stick shooting sounds too complicated. Yeah, like, I don't know. With me, like, if I was you guys, I might still do it because I rhythm shot a little bit this year. It was a little glitchy. I hope it's not as glitchy. You don't get those random very earlys. You don't get the random times where it doesn't even give you your rhythm shot. I hope that's fixed. But if I was you guys and you're confused, like, I would just not do it until you find out that that shit's OP. And if it's OP, then you try and learn it. But if it's complicated and not OP, then why bother? Are there any changes to dribbling besides the new controls for signature size ups? Dribbling has changed a lot in 2K26. Branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 25. Okay, so this is basically saying latency will be better, kind of, in a way. It'll feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves. So this is kind of like LT canceling, but again, they said if you click LT, that's going to be the protect move, the quick protect. So we made an effort to make dribbling faster and the inputs more responsive as well. Dribbling faster is a big one. You'll find some new... No, they don't. I misread that. You'll find some great new content, as well as the return of some old favorites, Pippin's behind the back wrap. So I think dribble heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. Yo, he answered so many questions. Bro, I really wonder what we're going to see with the My Player builder next week, though. Like, y'all think it's going to be like the same builder with like minor tweaks? Or what do you think? Completely different? Same exact minor tweaks? I have no clue. Like, I feel like the gameplay and the news they're dropping, I feel like the gameplay, this is my take on it. I feel like the gameplay has, in a way, minor tweaks. Like, I feel like the gameplay is not going to feel crazy different. I mean, they did say the game speed's up a little bit. I feel like the gameplay had the minor tweaks, and the builder might be crazy. Like, the builder might be what they really made changes to, but I don't know. Because I kind of like how the current builder is with, like, the free builder. There's no more pie charts. I mean, pie charts were good for, like, variety and diversity with builds, but they didn't really give you that freedom to, like, really make whatever you wanted. So I don't know what they could do if they were to really change things. I mean, I saw someone say they could do, like, a build tree or something. I don't even really know what that means, but since double tapping circle/B is wrap passes now, can you still do flashy passes? Flashy passes have been moved to cross plus circle. Cross is what? What is that? Square. The X? The X is cross. A plus B for Xbox. Self alley-oops are now mapped to square, triangle, XY. Okay, that's actually important. I gotta remember that. Self alley-oops are X and Y now, or square and triangle. And then flashies are A and B. Okay. So I would want to know, is a jump pass A and X? Or cross and square? If you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens if you both green a rebound? You can still grab a rebound if you don't green the timing, and if a little player is trying to out-rebound a big, excellent timing will often not be enough to secure the board. If the big makes zero effort and just stands, a little guy will have a better chance of perfect timing. If two players green the rebound, the outcome is decided by positioning, ratings, and height. The core mechanics around how rebounding works isn't changing in 2K26. Timing your jump has always been an important aspect of rebounding. The indicator was added just to help players understand how everything works. Okay, so does anyone know if you can see, like, if someone else greens the rebound? Because I'm already knowing if that's a thing, I know in the first week we'll see a clip that will maybe go viral of, like, someone with inside positioning, they had him boxed out, and they green the jump, but they don't get the rebound. The guy behind him gets it. I already know that's going to be a thing. Because that's going to happen. I feel like it has to. 2K probably doesn't want that to happen, but they're going to say that, you know, maybe that center didn't have the ratings. But I'm saying like a 7-footer, like, with the ratings. Is the size of the green window different for no dip compared to regular catch and shoots? The green window for quick catch and shoot shots are the same as regular shots. It's possible this could change in the future, though. If you're not doing the no dip catch and shoot shots, then what are you doing? This is another thing that, like, because you guys are in this stream and you're paying attention to the news, you're going to be ahead of the game on. Like, all the casuals and people that just don't watch content, they just hop on with their friends, they're not going to know what that is or that that's even in the game. So when you guys are just standing there waiting for the ball to shoot it, like you're just wide open or you're in the corner or whatever, if you hold L2 or left trigger, right, like if you're holding it while you shoot, so you're holding that, maybe you're just standing there, you're about to get the ball, you're holding LT, left trigger, L2, and you shoot, you have a no dip in your jumper, so you can get it off quicker. So obviously you're going to want to do that. Have there been any changes to baseline sensitivity? Yes, there was an improvement to address the baseline sensitivity, especially when attempting baseline layups. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is actually a big problem. The baseline sensitivity, like the out of bounds lines. Bro, there's another really big problem. If you play Pro-Am, you know what I'm talking about, Comp Pro-Am. If you just play regular Pro-Am, maybe you haven't seen it, but Comp Pro-Am, you definitely seen it, where the point guard brings the ball down on the sideline and you can't bump him. If the point guard brings the ball down in Pro-Am mainly, but also in threes, I guess, and he's running along the sideline, you can't bump him. He's got a free run down. Like, you can't bump. I remember the first time someone did it to me, I was playing in a tournament and I tried to like blitz him because he's just running straight. Like, bro, just run in there, blitz him, take the ball. I tried to blitz him and I literally flew over the scorer's table, bro. Like, that is something that I feel like isn't too known, but I hope they fixed it because I hate that. I hate that you can't bump someone running down the sideline. What do you mean am I breaking this news? They should make it so you control left arm with left stick and right with the right. Yo, what? Yogurt. What are you saying, bro? What's good, Stoll? I don't know if I said that, but I saw you've been in here. Can we pull the chair when being back down to the paint? This is actually big. Yes, you can pull the chair in the post by tapping circle/B when the offensive player makes contact with you. Okay. Will there be a boost for turning the shot meter off? Turning the shot meter off will slightly increase the size of your green window. It's been that way since 2K20. Can you cancel out of the new post go-to shots? For the post go-to shots that have a dribble, yes, you can cancel like regular go-to shots. You can always pump fake and this is gonna be crazy. Like, what's that community called? What's that kind of like? What's that community called that like Black Cobra's in? Does anyone know? Like, for those type of players, I feel like this is gonna be crazy for their bag work because I know they like these type of little animations and stuff. No one knows? Alright, bet. Are there any changes to pluck steals and lane steals? On-ball steal targeting and steal animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's moves. The canned animation pluck steals have been almost entirely disabled. Wow. Pass interceptions have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 25. As a lockdown defender, you know, in Pro-Am or threes, I play a lot of lockdown. This is bad news. Pluck steals have been almost entirely disabled. Damn, so, I mean, defense is taking a huge nerf. Maybe, Blick. It sounds like lane steals are better, but on-ball pluck steals are pretty much non-existent. And so you're going to have to blitz them. There's going to be a lot of defenders, like I said, just throw themselves out of position trying to get steals. I don't like that. Like, I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought the on-ball steals were honestly good. I know people are always going to complain about them because no one likes getting the ball stolen from them. But I feel like there was a good balance this year with them. And like, I don't know. I got good at it. Like, timing it up there's a skill to that. Like, well, yeah, maybe some people just run up and click their X button or the square button. But like, you know, someone's dribbling right, they switch to their left hand, bang, you reach, you get the steal. Like, you were playing his left hand, waiting, you get, like, if they're saying that's not going to be in the game, I don't really like that. But again, like I said earlier, I'd rather offense be better than defense. I feel like that would be something people would enjoy more. Like, if defense just ran the game, that's just going to be like torture. But so, you know, maybe this is a good thing, but as a lockdown, I don't really like it. Can you do no dip catch and shoots in team control modes? Yes, in team control modes. As soon as you initiate the pass, you can do a quick catch and shoot by immediately holding L2. Okay. Are there any changes to bursts and changes in direction for ball handlers? This is big. We spent some time tuning the dribbler's ability to start, stop, and cut. The speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings of dribble style. Okay, so my takeaway from this is that I feel like they're trying to gas it up, but there are probably very minor things to it. So it's not, I don't know. To me, it sounds like there's probably really not crazy bursts, changes in direction. It's going to be probably similar to 25. But again, we did see the speed of game. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but the gameplay speed is increased. But I guess the bursts are maybe not going to be too crazy. Why they say so vague? I guess they keep it vague just as a marketing team so that you know you don't know everything, but you know a little bit to entice you and buy the game. It's all for sales at the end of the day. All this promotion. Do you have any idea what your first build will be? Yeah, bro, like a 6'2 to 6'4 guard, something like that, with a little bit of defense, shooting, dribbling. Unless I get on the builder and I'm like, yo, like these builds are ass, I might just have to go with like a 6'6. I don't know. We haven't even seen the builder yet, but usually I go with 6'2 to 6'4. Are there any improvements to standing dunks? We've reworked the logic for standing dunks to make them more reliable for bigs who aren't too crowded under the rim. We've also returned standing skill dunks to have generally larger green windows to compensate for how fast most of these dunks are. So standing dunks are back. I mean, I'm cool with this because, I don't know. Well, if you compare 24 to 25 with standing dunks with the dunk meter under the rim. 24, they were broken. One of the most OP, if not the most OP thing in the game. You could also do the Kobe jab, which I saw Double H say that might be back. I don't think that they didn't mention anything about that being back, from what I know. But the Kobe jab's in the game, but I'm saying in the paint, centers used to do the Kobe jab to get closer to the rim, and then once they were in the dead zone, they would just dunk meter you, and it was like a dunk every time in 24. In 25, it was like not worth doing dunk meters ever. Like they were rare. They will rarely go in. If I had to pick which one, I would go with 25 over 24 with the standing dunk meters and the effectiveness. Hopefully they didn't buff them too crazy, but if they get a little buff, they probably deserve a little buff. But, you know, they deserve to be a little bit better. But if they are like they were in 24, that would be bad. I don't even know what that is, Blick. Do motion styles have an effect on gameplay? Yes, motion styles are driven by Proplay, just like dribble styles. So same thing in 25 with Jalen Suggs and, you know, what were some of the good ones? Like Caruso maybe, Eubanks being the best ones, just like dribble styles. So some styles will naturally be quicker and more explosive than others. For 2K26, we've added rating gates, so you'll need higher attributes to equip the more effective styles. Okay, so now there's ratings on them. So I guess they know the fastest ones, which should be kind of obvious. But I guess they tested it, found out the fastest ones, and now you need probably certain, you know, agility or speed to get them. So that's probably a good thing, because you used to be able to just be any height, doesn't matter your speed or anything, and you could get the best motion style. And that's it, but I think he has some replies. Maybe? Can you only do no-dip shots with rhythm shooting, or can you do it with the button too? Both. So you, again, like I said this before like 10 minutes ago, it's a no-brainer to do the no-dip catch and shoots with the button. That's going to be pretty OP. If you don't know what that is, when you catch it, instead of bringing it down to your hip, you just go straight up from where you catch it, like basically the top of your jump shot. Are you serious, T-Pack? We see a lot of the elite shooters in the NBA do it, like Klay Thompson. He'll just catch a pass up here and then go right up, like he doesn't bring it down, you know? And so that's going to be very OP on open catch and shoots. And they're probably going to have to like tune that a little bit, because I think it might be a little too OP. So this is a question about rhythm shooting, grading a shot with early or late timing. Does this work in the same way for pull-up jump shots or leaners, I think he meant to say, So can I basically initiate a pull up, have the defender jump, hang and release on the way down pretty much? Yes, but the longer you hang, the more precise you have to be with your tempo to make the shot. Oh, okay, I see. I think with rhythm shooting, it's gonna be like there's gonna be a lot of people messing up. Because like he's saying, if you're slow with it, you can kind of hang in the air, shoot a slow jumper, or you could shoot a quick one. But a lot of people are going to mess them up, I think, and shoot like very lates and shit like that. My guess, with everything I've read in his response, is only advantage rhythm shooting would have now ability to speed up jumpers through the stick based on situations. It's also really helpful if you have bad internet and unpredictable latency. Really? So the stick is better to shoot if you have bad latency than the button. I would think it would be the other way around, because with the stick, there's two movements, there's a timing, the stick's complicated. And also there's a lot of times where in 25 you would try to shoot with the stick and it wouldn't pop up that you're even shooting with the stick. Yeah, the no dip catch and shoots are going to be OP. I also saw that you can't shoot them on fade, so they have to be standstill catch and shoots, which is probably going to mess up some people. Nah, probably won't be that bad. But if you get a animation you weren't expecting and it gives you a dribble pull up instead of a standing catch and shoot, and you tried to do the no dip and shoot it fast, that'll mess you up. Yeah, he answered that right here. Just the standstill catch and shoot. Wait, this might be big. What's everyone wondering? Has anything been done about L2 cheesing in 2K26? We made the ball extremely vulnerable to steals when posting up far from the rim to mitigate the L2 cheese. Okay, that's actually big. So like, maybe you don't even have to like reach. And like if a center or someone is posting up at the 3-point line and they get bumped, maybe they'll just drop it. That would hit if that's the case. Because then just why would you even post up at the 3-point line if you're just going to drop it, or, you know, something like that. Kind of like that. Or that they didn't say that that's what's going to happen, but the fact that they said that you'll be more vulnerable to steals when posting up from far away is good. Can we get an explanation on the difference between then and now? So in 2023, 2 years ago, he said the green window is pure and will be a guaranteed make if you hit it. Heavily contested shots may still look like full white misses, but that's just an artifact of the art. There will always be a possibility, possibly sub-pixel size, green window on every shot attempt. Now, keep in mind, when he said there's going to be a pure green window, this is for 2K24, and in 2K24, shooting was so OP, by the end of the year, you know, even regular players are shooting crazy, 60% from three. The best of the best players by the last season were shooting like 80+% from three on the twos. I don't know about other courts, but I know on the twos. And they weren't cheating. I mean, yeah, there was probably some people cheating. Actually, yeah, there was a lot of people cheating in 24. But like, I know like Chad, for example, on the twos, he played a lot of twos. He would shoot like 83% from three or something like that. And a lot of the good, if you were a good player, you're probably shooting over like upper 60s, 70% from three. Because of that. So is that going to be the same in 2K26? Maybe. Hopefully not. That was a little too much. That's a lot. That's pretty high, Blick. The center of the green windows in 2K19 and 2K24 were pure. These are some of the best shooting 2Ks we've ever seen, low key. But we used RNG on the edges that lerped from 100 to 0. For 2K26, if you release anywhere inside the window, it will be a make. Yo, am I tripping, or is this 2K about to be insane for shooting based on this right here and there being a pure green window? But something I will say is that they still have not mentioned the slingshot effect. Everyone's shooting 90+% this year. They still have not mentioned the slingshot effect. But in 2K's defense, something they do a lot when there's a glitch or a, maybe a VC glitch or an exploit, a crazy one, or something like the slingshot effect, they don't address it at all. Like a VC glitch, they're not going to come out and make a tweet, guys, we just patched the Donna VC glitch. They don't want anyone to even know that that was a thing because it kind of makes them look bad. So with the slingshot effect, I feel like that's one of those. If they take it out or they change it, they're not going to really tell us because it's like something they don't really want to know. Like, yo, we're penalizing people for playing good. But Ronnie literally came out and said that it was a thing. So we kind of know it is. And then they made him take down the tweet, repost it without that phrasing. I feel like there's a chance that they change the slingshot effect, but they just aren't going to tell us. RNG and slingshot will still be there. I have no doubts. You have no doubts, really. He said there's no RNG, by the way. So I don't know what that exactly means, but it sounds good. I'm guessing that slingshot is still in the game. But there's the pure green window. This is the thing with the slingshot. What's slingshot? Okay, let me break it down. Slingshot, the slingshot effect is basically, I just said this actually like 30 minutes ago. But let's say I'm beating you 20-0. The game wants all games to be close. They don't like when someone's getting blown out. It's not really fun, right? So they give you like sliders a little bit. Like your green windows are going to be a little bit bigger because you're down 20-0. They want you to get back in the game. Your steal rating might be a little higher, And this isn't confirmed, but if you play comp 2K25, you know it's a thing. You might get a crazy rebound animation. You might make it go white, even though you mistimed it. That's what slingshot effect is. It happens when you're losing. And so, but the thing is, in this 2K, the green window disappears when you turn your shot meter, right? It disappears at the end. So with the slingshot effect, you can't really see like how much you're being affected. But in 2K26, the green window is going to be on the meter. It's not going to disappear, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be there like we saw in that one clip with Halliburton shooting. So you should easily be able to tell with the slingshot effect. Like if you're a meter on and you're up 20-0, you should notice like, oh, yo, my green window is getting smaller. Or if you're losing 20-0, you should be able to tell like, oh shit, my green window is getting bigger. So for that reason, I feel like maybe there is going to be no slingshot effect or very minimal. You feel what I'm saying? Because now we would know by just looking at the meter. Because in 25, you can't. I'm going to have the meter off. But I'm just saying for testing, you should be able to see if someone wanted to test it. Dude, Fruk, have you graduated high school yet? What's good? I hope graphic is basically the same so we know they focus on other stuff. Graphics? Yeah. No, you haven't? Oh, shit. How many more years till you graduate? Will they have green windows added to the olds? What? All meters will show the green window except for the dial, arrow, and ring. This the last year? Fruk's a senior. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. This is crazy. I'm assuming this applies to all shots feedback too, and not just simple screens. Yes, simple and all shot feedback. Okay, so okay, that's good. So if I have on what I don't know what it's called now, all shots for the feedback, where you can see doesn't slingshot happen because of RNG? No. No. Maybe, actually. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's all kind of confusing. Like the words like slingshot, RNG, pure green window. I feel like a lot of people have a bunch of things mixed up. Dude, why am I getting these weird questions? Are you the bro? This got to be the same person typing in the YouTube and the Twitch chat, because Yogurt 500 just said, "Does China have 2K?" And then in the YouTube chat, Benison said, "Does Mongolia have 2K?" Or maybe, I think the chat's on the screen. You're probably just, maybe you saw it. I don't know. Yo, what are you guys saying, bro? Everyone can get 2K anywhere in the world, but there are only certain servers. So if you're in China, I don't think there's a China server. Maybe there is, but there's an Asia server that has everyone in it. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's kind of crazy, but if you're not, like, I don't know where the Asia server is based, but if you're not near that country and you're trying to play from like Russia, like you're gonna be like lagging, like you're gonna be delayed a little bit, but like in America they have the servers based out of a bunch of different states, so like we don't have a lag as much from America. Bro, I swear, someone asked that. He said it after you though, Yogurt. But the chat is popping up right there, so maybe that's what y'all seen. I haven't been in Bros Live in a minute. What's good? Yo, what's good, Alex? What's good, bro? I just wanted to stream because yesterday I had a crazy day where I was supposed to go on vacation and fly out. I was literally at my gate. What's good, Aqua? I was at my gate 20 minutes till I was supposed to get on the plane, and then I got a text the flight was canceled. And so usually they put you on another flight that same day, but they didn't have any. So I got screwed, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and buy one, maybe at a different airport, whatever. Couldn't find one. Couldn't even find one for today, too. I literally have to wait 2 days now. So I missed all this news. So I just wanted to stream today, kind of catching up on it. I know some people missed it as well. I know this is kind of old news now. I mean, some of this is actually new, though. Mike Wang is still tweeting. Like, he tweeted 2 hours ago. Like, some of this is still dropping, so you probably didn't see some of this stuff if you were paying attention yesterday. But I would have streamed. And I should be gone for the My Player Builder next week as well, but I'll probably stream later. They're probably going to drop it on Thursday. That's my guess. Probably next Thursday is going to be the Builder stream. And that's like the day I'm supposed to get back. So I'll probably stream like later that day, but not during it. Bro, what are y'all saying? Yeah, bro, savage. Nobody's playing twos right now, bro. But yeah, like, I'm excited for 26. I've been planning. Like, a lot of y'all don't even know about the planning that goes into it being a content creator, or like every content creator doesn't plan, but I've been planning the last 2 weeks. I got a bunch of video ideas ready, stream stuff, like getting everything ready. Like 2K26 is gonna be crazy. We've been doing giveaways too all summer in my videos and on my Twitter. Mainly on my Twitter though. If you guys aren't following me at YT_solo, make sure to follow me, because I'm actually picking a giveaway winner, I think tomorrow or tonight. So actually I can just pull it up. I'm literally on my Twitter right now. But yeah, YT_solo. You'll see it. Let me try and center this again. That should be good. Like, we got it pinned right here. Picking the winner in 2 days. It's already been a day, so. Any tips for content creators who are just starting? It's kind of tough because the tips that I used to give, they're still valid, but there's like new tips now with like TikTok being a thing, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I keep it simple with my advice. I always say consistency. You got to be, well, first off, you got to have a passion for it. If you don't have a passion for it, it's never going to work. But you got to be consistent. You got to like find a schedule that works for you. Maybe it's not every day, but every other day or something like that. And you got to be improving. You got to be consistently improving as well. If you're just posting the same quality content every time, it's not going to work. You got to improve on something, whether, you start to talk with more energy in each video, or you start to make your editing better each video. You got to keep improving. If you're just like posting the same shit, no one's going to watch. Bro, this Stu kid, bro. What's good, John? It's Tempo. Yo, Solo, it's Tempo. What's good? Just got in here, so I don't know if you talked about it already, but do you think RNG's come back? They said it's not. Yo, this song, if you're in the Twitch, sounds crazy, but Lil Baby's in it. Yeah, I just been I'm not waiting for 26 to come out, but once 26 does come out, I'm locked, bro. Streaming every day, videos like every day for the first few weeks. It's gonna be crazy. I just hope the game's good, because even if it's bad, I mean, I'm still gonna make the best out of the content I can, but if it's good, that shit's gonna hit even more. Like, really hope the game's looking good. 20 hours a day first weekend. Holy shit, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just tough because I love streaming. I love playing the game, but at the same time, I'm really like a YouTuber first almost. Like, you know, that's what comes first. So I gotta get my videos out. And I also edit my own videos too. I'll probably like edit them a little less, but just because I don't want to take up too much time, so they'll be a little less edited. Yeah, I think God's gonna come back for 2K26. Low key. I didn't look at this, but I mean, we pretty much know everything that was in the courtside report. Is there anything in the courtside report that we didn't talk about? Like, I think we talked about everything. Are you shooting with meter in 26? Hell no. Would you suggest posting what works? Like, say I make a build video and that blows up so I can see you to post build vids? Nah. This is the thing, as a 2K creator, there's like lanes of content. Build videos, unless you like, for the most part, build videos are what I call search term videos. And that means what videos people actually look up. Like, people go on YouTube and type in best build video. You know? That, like, people don't watch those for entertainment for the most part. Unless you're posting the build videos and you're like, and you're being like entertaining. Like, it's not really about the build. It's more about like you going and being funny with it or dominating with it. And it's more about the gameplay. Then yeah, keep doing it. But if it's just like you talking about how to make the build, I would try to, you know, you could do those. People want to see them, but like at the end of the day, you got to make content that's entertaining. Yo, Alex with the 5, bro. I sent you a picture of your DF jersey on Twitter. I don't know if you remember, but I've been here since 20. I probably remember that. Was that a while ago? I think I remember that. That was actually crazy because I don't know how many people have that, but you having that jersey is actually insane. I think there's probably like, I don't even know, like 10 people that have that. Maybe not even that many. A solo DF jersey in 2025 is crazy. Holy shit. You think it's worth to buy this year? For you, I would say so. But maybe if you have your doubts, maybe wait and see. I mean, they have the early access. Like, there's a week of early access, and that's for the $100 edition and the one that's more expensive. So if you're not gonna buy that, maybe just watch and see. Just look at the people on early access, and then maybe buy the standard edition and play it a week later. A lot of people are probably doing that. It's dropping September 5th, I believe, but if you get the $100 edition, it's a week early, so like August 29th. And then there might be an early access day, another day for creators. I don't know, they haven't confirmed it yet. But there might be that again, because last year we had that where it was like creators, celebrities were on the game a day early. I don't know if you guys remember. It was crazy for content though. Like every single game was against a creator. Like I'd be, or with somebody that I was playing with. Sauce Gardner. That was crazy. He came in my chat. He wanted to run. If you guys know him, he's like one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL on the Jets. You know, we'd play Wavy Mello. Then we'd play Cole the Man. Then you played a 2K League player like well, you guys, I don't know if you guys would know 2K League players, but like Day Fry, then you turn the corner and all of a sudden I played a team of like LD 2K. I think he was playing with a celebrity, I forget who, but it's like LaMelo Ball was playing. I didn't play him. I played Aiden Ross. Like, it was crazy. It was like a private server. That had to be crazy to watch as a viewer. I couldn't even imagine. That, like, bro, because that's probably crazy. Seeing every matchup being insane, like, oh, this matchup is Solo versus Cheese. Then the next game on the dots is Mo Buckets pulling up. Then it's Cole the Man. Like, that's, I don't know. A lot of people's win-loss records got tanked, though, the first day. The Drewski video was funny. That was Double H. I actually got dropped. Fun facts. Wait, I don't think he dropped the video yet, but we beat Drewski. He mentioned that in the video for a different video. I don't think he'd posted that yet, but we beat him. And in that video, by the way, when you watch it, I was talking shit to Drewski because I didn't think it was him. Usually when you see a celebrity or an athlete on 2K, it's not them. It's like their cousin or their little brother or something. So I was in game chat, like, trolling him. But turns out it was actually him. I didn't know it was him. They dropped me, yeah, for swags. I didn't really matter. I didn't really care. I didn't really care that I got dropped. He was recording. It was whatever. And then he actually talked in game chat. I was like, oh my, like, bro, I talked shit to him, bro. I didn't know it was actually him. But if you watch that video, that'll be funny. He hasn't posted that one yet. Luck TV is a great example of good hype energy. Yeah, he's probably got some of the best energy in the 2K community, I'd say. Yo, who is the best energy in the 2K community? Probably Cheese. Luck's up there. Cheese. Maybe EJ or like, I want to say Nade, but he kind of turns it on and off, I feel like. There's a lot of times where he's just chilling. Wait, did he post that motion or no? How do you know that motion? Wavy Mellow? Yeah. I was in your park when you played Chris Brown. I remember that. Yeah. Bro. Yeah, that was for Double H video, and we lost. And that was definitely not Chris Brown, bro. Dude, if you guys see Chris Brown in the park, I'm telling you, it's not Chris Brown. First off, he was in tour, like in Europe or something. But, dude, that Chris Brown account only plays with cheaters. And I think he also might be cheating. I'm not 100% sure, but he rhythm shoots. It was looking sketchy, but definitely his teammates. Bro, that's crazy, Blick. Preach to follow, Davey. Pretty Boy Fredo, G-Man, TO2K. Dude, what are these polls? I said great, best energy. TO for best energy? First, are you TO on a burner? Like, what's going on here, bro? No one... Dude, Tio hasn't been in the community in a few years now. I'm surprised you even said that name. But for energy, I feel like he don't got crazy, like, screaming energy. And G-Man does not have crazy energy either. He's just funny. And G-Man might be the most laid-back person in the 2K community, now that I think about it. That was a crazy pull for me saying, like, who's the most hype energy guy in the community. Cash. Yo, who are y'all gonna be watching day one? Of course, I'm gonna be live. Y'all don't gotta say me, because everyone in the community is probably gonna be live. Who y'all watching? Who y'all watching? Or what's the plan? What's the plan? Chad. Solo. You. You and like my fave Joe knows. You Henry Chad. You. G-Man can eat 1,000 apples without teeth falling out? Dude, what the yap? You. Double H. Quill. Dude, what? Quill. Is he still uploading? It's so unfortunate for Quill that his name got turned into a meme. Like, that's a word now. Quill. Like a bad word. You and Badge Plug, Double H or you. Quill is tough. He used to be one of the best guards like back in 2K17, but I don't think he plays the game like that now. Like, I don't think he's played the game really in the last few years. Maybe like in September for like a week or two, but like Arzan is crazy. I'm getting new emotes. So if you guys are a member in the YouTube stream, there's a link pinned in the top of the chat. And then also in the Twitch, if you're a sub, I should be getting new emotes soon for 2K26. I think that you're going to like them a lot, especially if you be on Twitch a lot. You be using emotes. Do I play with GB3? Nah, I don't play with him. Got any ideas for what? For the emotes? I have so many good ideas. I don't want to spoil them yet. I don't want to spoil them. I got so many good ones. I don't have them yet. They're being worked on. I just hope they come out good. What's good, Hoggy? Because, I mean, yeah, they're really good ideas. It just depends how they turn out. Like, I got a lot of them that are for my channel, but I also am getting a lot that, like, you could type in anyone's chat and they would, like, be funny or make sense. Or you could troll people with them. Bruh. Your homeboy's gonna get it a week early. Wait and see if it's good. Yeah, with the early access. Nah, so laid back. What is 2K showing next week? They're showing the builder. I don't know why they're doing that stuff so early, because usually you don't see the builder till after Community Day or during Community Day. I remember 24 Community Day, they dropped it like while we were there, I think. That was the first community I was at. Community day I was at was 2K24. I remember we were sitting there. Maybe we were there for an hour or two trying to figure out builds. And Mike Wang started tweeting crazy amounts of info. And we were like, because we were confused looking at, that was the first year when they had the badge. What was it? They had like badge tiers or something. I forget. There was something new with the badges and we were all mad confused. And Mike Wang was literally dropping stuff that you guys knew like before us. So we had to start like pulling out our phone, looking at Twitter and like reading because we were confused. Builder before Community Day is fire. You could come up with ideas. True. Yeah. I know I know 2K23 had the badge tiers, but I wasn't at 2K23 Community Day. I don't even think, no, that was the thing. But 24 had something new with the badges. I just can't remember fully. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely starting with a guard. I'm mainly a guard. Like when it comes to park, especially, I'm a guard first. The thing is, I'm a really good center and I'm a really good lock as well. I like to play with my friends and a lot of my friends are guards. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'll play center. Just to like, I don't know. Sometimes I'd rather play center or lock to play with my friends than play guard and have to pick up a center that I don't really know that well. New to 2K, is this game looking good so far from what we know? It's looking better than 2K25. 2K25 a lot of people didn't like. So I would say it's somewhere in the middle right now, but we really got to play it for ourselves to like see. Because the marketing team for 2K is always really good, so they're going to make it look and sound insane, but we're not really going to know until we play it. But they upped the game speed, which is good, because for the last few 2Ks, it's been a little bit slower and more realistic-like movements, so it sounds like they're making it a little bit more arcade-like and a little bit faster, which is good. Why don't you make an ISO lock? The only reason I would make an ISO lock is for like the ones court. Like, I like to make what's the most effective. If I'm gonna make something that's for defense, I'm gonna make a perimeter defense. I'm making a pure lock to play lock, because I don't know. An ISO lock's just kind of weird. I know that more casual. I don't want to say casual because I feel like that's kind of a bad word. But majority of the community makes builds that can kind of do it all. I make those from time to time, but what I usually make kind of like specialist type builds. Like I'll make like a pure lock that's like 99 steal, 99 perimeter. It can't dribble, but I don't need a dribble. I have a guard on my team for a reason. I'm gonna play D, like that's my role. Do I low-key make role players? Nah, my first build though will be like kind of an all-around build, like for the twos, because that's what I start out on. But then I start making like mode specific builds. Like I'll make a 5s lockdown. I'll make a 3s lock. I'll make a 2s center. Who's that, Swags? Solo a role player. Bruh. I am though when you think about it. At times. For sure. Making a lock probably when it's community day. You know, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see when that is. Because right now we're really not sure, it seems. You playing 2s or 3s on day one? I mean, I play 2s unless something crazy. Oh, I had the game volume off, but I just heard the craziest sound. Like, what the is there like a top rep in here? Like, do they have a animation? Like, I just heard like a lightning strike, bruh. Alright, but, size of monitor? I don't know, like 24 to 28 inch. Probably good. Somewhere around there. What was I saying? Like, last year, Sauce Gardner wanted to play, and then there was a time where Lacey wanted to play, so we went to the 3s. Or maybe if one of my closer friends wants to play, I'll go to 3s. But, like, I usually just like to grind 2s. Unless something comes up. Then it's like, okay, I'll go 3s. Lacey runs soon. We'll see, we'll see. Is there creator early access like last year? They didn't say yet. I feel like there will be though, but they didn't say. Do you guys think there will be creator early access? Yeah, guys, the Lacey's in China with James Harden, bruh. No Lacey runs anytime soon. Would you rather run guard for Henry or big for Henry? Guard. But he only likes playing guard nowadays. So that's why I'll end up on big, or with like Chad, like he's a guard. I'll end up on big. I mean, sometimes Chad will play big too, but it's like, you know. I think it's a net positive that helps the community, so hopefully. Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. I look like a skinny Lacey. Bro, that is not true. I'm just white, bro. Am I playing with day one? I think I'm playing with Magic. Probably Magic. I played with him a lot last year. Probably a majority of my games. I think I have like 8,000 games. Yeah, I mean, how many did I play with Magic? Probably... Shit, I mean... 4,000 to 5,000 maybe? Would you rather play with Motion or Helen Keller? Probably Kells. Probably give me Helen. I know, Ray. See, I know. What's good, Cadet? Do you think you'll make a tall guard since they said dribbling will be better for them? I don't think they said that. Did they say dribbling will be better for tall guards? I don't think they said that. See, maybe they did, but there's a lot of things that have been rumored or just someone will lie about them and then people start to believe them. Yes? When did they say that? Demi did? Yeah, but are we trusting that? Yeah, let me know. Are you ever gonna wager Glock 19? See, that's one thing I regret, is I think I should have wagered people this year. I mean, I think I did a few. I should have wagered creators because I feel like I would have won a lot of them. I feel like I would have won a lot of them. Like, I don't think there's many creators that I would lose to on the 2s. I mean, Pro-Am as well. 3s could get a little weird. I don't play 3s a lot. Unless I'm on lockdown. But, I mean, still, I'd probably find a way in the 3s too. The thing with the 3s, though, and the thing with, like, when you play 5s or 3s in a wager is that people pick up the craziest teams. I usually just play with my friends. People will pick up the craziest out-of-body teams. Like when I wagered cheese in 2K22, I think I lost like 4-2. I picked up my IRL. I'm gonna call him my IRL. Screens, if you guys remember Screens. Because I linked up with him a bunch of times. And at that time, he was like not playing 2K. I picked him up to be my center. And then I picked up No Limit Len. If you guys know SRT Len now, he's like a big car YouTuber. But he used to play 2K and he was a guard. I picked up Len and Screens. Len was gonna be my lockdown. He wasn't even a lockdown. And then I played Cheese. And I think we were probably around the same skill level. I think I might have had him beat, but we were probably around the same. He was pretty good too. But his team was crazy, bro. He had a top lock and a crazy stage center. That's the thing about these wagers. Like, what do y'all think? You think if I play wagers, I gotta pick up the best? Whole lobby follows you? Yeah, I'm just bored. Sometimes when I'm just talking, I'll just start walking around. Sure you do. Oh yeah, but like I should have wagered Glock. I don't know if Wavy Mellow had mentioned it, but we should have wagered. I know Cash Out mentioned it. He was the first legend. And I said I was down, but then we never ended up doing it. I wagered Clutch. That's the wager I did. I wagered Clutch. You guys might have watched that video. It was 4-0 and like my teammate was shooting with a 25 3-pointer. Like it was ugly. I should have wagered some people. Like I should have wagered Cheese again probably, but Cheese don't be playing, I don't think. Or Wavy Mellow. Should have wagered him maybe. Maybe EJ. I guess Glock. Who wagered Glock? Was it Chad? Or did Double H wager him? I don't know. I think maybe. GB3? Yeah, I mean, I feel like GB3 is actually pretty solid. I feel like because it's all about like perception. I feel like there's a lot of creators that you guys think are way better than they actually are, and then there's a lot of creators that are actually way worse than they actually are. That's probably the more common one. Because with editing, you can make yourself look crazy. You wager Swag Gali at all? No, I've never wagered him. He's really good though. Honestly, on the 2s, I think he's probably better than he is in the 5s. But he's good in both. DNL Young Dirk. Yeah, I mean, that's two people that I don't think play the game like that, but when they do play the game like all day, they are very good. Oh yeah, Dino wagered Glock with Chad. That's what it was. I've never wagered Joe Knows. The thing is, Joe plays fives pretty much religiously, and I don't have a fives team. I play, the only fives I play really is SIBA, which is a draft league. So the teams aren't even, like if I was to play him with that team, whatever team I get drafted to, which, you know. Because what Joe plays, then he plays in leagues where you can pick up whoever you want. I could do that, but I feel like it would take up too much time. And also, I don't really feel like playing with like randoms. I'd have to do it with my friends. A lot of my close friends don't want to play Comp Pro-Am. So that's the problem with it. So that's why I just like playing the draft league, SIBA. You never seen Joe Knows Wage in the stage? Yeah, I used to play a lot more Park and stage, I guess. Well, he plays a little stage from time to time, but yeah, I mean, I just like playing SIBA a lot, so I feel like getting in another league with an actual team or multiple leagues, I think would take so much time. Because you got to realize, even for SIBA, like, we play from like 8 to midnight maybe. You get a few games in, depending on availability. And it's like almost every night. So if you're in multiple leagues, like, that would take up so much time. It would be like every day, like, play 7. You'd be playing like a bunch of prom games every night. Road to 1 million subs this year. I mean, we'll see, man. I think the goal is going to be 900, probably a little over 900K, but 1 million would be crazy. Is shooting going to be bad next year like it was at the start of the game this year? Apparently shooting is going to be more overpowered from what I was reading. SIBA looks lit, but I might be crashing on certain teammates. I really don't crash out. Sometimes I get on a bad team, or sometimes I'm with bad teammates, and it is what it is. You can't control it. Like, I just play, you know, you can't play expecting your teammates to be the best when they're not. And I just know what it is. I go in with like low expectations sometimes. All right, W2K26 talks. That's probably gonna do it for the stream. Make sure you guys are subbed up, especially if you want to win my 2K26 giveaway. Drop a follow if you guys haven't. There's another 2K26 giveaway on my Twitter as well, YT_solo. So y'all make sure to enter that. We're getting the builder next week. I'm posting a video tomorrow, maybe the next day, probably tomorrow. I think I'm posting tomorrow. So y'all be on the lookout. It's with Double H. It's a funny video, good video. It's actually about 2K26 as well, so you guys are gonna wanna see that. I'll see that after the stream motion. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm gonna leave the stream up on my YouTube. If you guys missed all the 2K26 talks, just go to the live tab on my YouTube. This full stream will be there. I'll see y'all in the next video tomorrow. I'm out.